bid you welcome.
This is BBC News from BBC World.
This is an NBC News special report.
This is a CBS News special report. Hello, a very good morning. You're watching BBC News with Carrie Gracie and Simon McCoy.
From ITN News at 10.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be around this wild, wacky, and sometimes disturbing world of ours. This is the Mindset Podcast. I'm Gareth Davies in Los Angeles, California, and joining me sprinkled throughout the globe, we have our usual set of panelists. Hey guys, just to let you know, I'm going to be going live as a guest on Nocturnal Frequency Radio tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is about an hour from now. So come on by. Just fire up YouTube and search for Nocturnal Frequency Radio, and you will find me. Hope to see you guys there. It's going to be a good show. Take it easy. Later. Whoa. Grab my beer, and hopefully you people watching can grab your beers or whatever it is you're consuming. Hold it up to your computer screen or your phone or your iPad or whatever it is and say, cheers, my dears.
Wow. You're muted there.
That was lovely.
There we go.
That was a lovely slideshow, mate. Lovely slideshow.
Isn't it good to hear him and see him? You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to believe it's been 3 years. It's just like yesterday.
I know. I couldn't even. I mean, someone else actually told me. I couldn't even. I wouldn't have remembered otherwise the actual day. But someone did tell me it was actually 3 days since he left us.
I mean, I knew it was. I'm like. I was doing a show and I know it's around this time. It's like, but I couldn't remember 3, 2, 3. It just like it's flown by so quickly.
Yeah, 2021. It's like, and it really has. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, it's great to hear his voice. Although I do sometimes dive into the archives every now and again, and I listen to some old favourite of mine that he did. I've got all the ones. I don't know if he got the entire archive. I know I've got all the ones I was in.
Well, you know, it's funny, Ben. I was watching this, and here I'll play a little bit because the beginning. I'll just play the beginning part because this is pretty cool. And hold on a sec. Let me gear it up here because this is just so cool. and I'm going to play this because it's funny. I was watching this the other day, and then I threw it on just before going live here, and this part was so cool, man.
I made it to Paddington. I'm here right now at the station. Pretty cool, huh? Let me give you a quick look around.
Hey, Barry, how are you? Adrian.
Hey, so I'm sitting here in Paddington, and look who I bumped into. Look who just randomly walks up to me and says, hello. It is, of course.
Hello there, everyone. I happened to come in to meet Gareth, and in this huge railway station, I managed to find him, which is pretty good.
Ben's detective skills are pretty amazing. There's a lot of people here. He found me in like moments. I don't know how he did it, but it was cool. I was sitting there, and all of a sudden, the tap on my shoulder. Gareth, is that you? There he is.
Yeah, it's really quite incredible. I just went to the arrivals board and it said Swansea. It turns out Gareth wasn't travelling from Swansea, but I still found him anyway, yeah. So yeah, I've got an appropriate t-shirt, as you can see. I think that's very apt. So this is a Mindset meetup, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry if you're any Mindset listeners watching and you can't make it, but we're looking forward to having a good day. So we're going to go and meet Tiberius Kirk now.
Yeah, so we're going to go meet Tino. He's going to pick us up, and then we'll get on with the day. Let's see what happens.
So I thought that was pretty cool, right? Oh, you're muted again.
Yeah, that was one of the times when I remember that well. That was when we had a meet up in London because Gareth was home visiting his family, and he took a trip to London and met up with us. And a whole load of people turned up in this lovely pub in Wimbledon. It was really, really nice. I remember it well.
Was that the first time that was the first time you actually met him in person?
No, I first met him at if Della was in chat earlier. I don't
Yeah,
know
she was in chat.
She organised an event I first met him at the Highgate Vampire
That's right.
Symposium.
Yes,
which was in London. It was in London a couple of years earlier. And I remember that. That's when I first met Gareth. Yeah, I'd already known him very well because I've been doing Mindset for a couple of years, and we met up at this event. I remember it very well. I didn't actually have a ticket for the event. I remember, but I just turned up and sort of met him in the pub afterwards, and we had like a nice spent some time together. I ended up like staying overnight. I remember because I was there so late, so I stayed overnight and went home in the morning. I remember that. Yeah,
it's so cool. I would have loved to have been there and to meet everyone. There's Della. Della's and
hey Della, how you doing? Yeah. Did you ever meet him, Steve?
No, see, we were geared up to meet in Las Vegas, and head out to, the infamous Area 51, but unfortunately, he had passed away.
It's awful. I mean, I've changed the way. I've completely changed my life actually. But you see, it was painful actually because I went there. You see, I went to Las Vegas and I was actually going to a conference, but I took a trip up to Area 51 and I remember it was playing on my mind the whole time. That this was something I had always planned to do with him at some point, and with Trevor and the others, because Trevor and he met up at one point as well.
Yeah, that's right.
I was always going to we was always going to have some kind of meet up and do this thing together. And by the time I actually did it, it was too late. But
tell everyone, like, let us know, because I think it's an interesting story. The fact that you were a regular on the Mindset podcast. How did that start? How did that begin? Like, how did you guys? Okay, look at Ben. I want you to come on the show.
Someone recommended me that I should go on the show. I think it was maybe Alex Fate.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think if I remember the story, how the story goes, it's weird. I can't actually remember completely. It was around 2013 or 2014. And someone suggested that I should come on as a guest, because we used to have like guest panelists occasionally, and I did, and I loved it. I remember it very well. I really enjoyed it, and they invited me back a few times, and eventually I became a regular.
Mm-hmm.
And I was right up to the end.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, hey, we wouldn't have met you if that wasn't the case too. Gareth kept saying, "Well, you got to have been on the show. Have been on the show." And thankfully we finally had you on, but unfortunately after the fact. But it would have been nice to have both of you on.
Yeah, I mean, I know an awful lot of people from knowing Gareth. I know Della primarily from knowing Gareth, and
Yeah.
David, her husband, and loads of other people as well. Like, of course, Joe, Trevor, Alex. I sort of knew beforehand. I think it was Alex I met first, and then and then I started being a regular. I kept coming back, and I think my face fitted, and I got on well with the others. So I did become a regular panelist. Now, it became a routine for me. Sunday afternoons, it all worked out because he lived in Los Angeles and I lived in Britain. He always used to get up like at 6 a.m. He never had a Sunday lie-in, Gareth, never. The early Sunday morning was when he recorded Mindset. And for us in the UK, like me, Alex, it was like 2 p.m. For Joe, it was like about 10 p.m. in Florida, and then it became our point. That's our rendezvous every Sunday, and it became such a routine that I just considered it normal. It was by then, you see, I finished with hospital portering. I wasn't on shift work anymore, so I could basically do that every week.
Yeah, I mean, I met Gareth, funny enough, through my research with the Highgate Vampire. And knowing that he had sat down and we talked with Gareth, interviewed, and it was really, really weird because I just I'm like, okay, I need to find the contact for Gareth. I'd love to get in contact with Gareth. So I finally got in contact with him, of all places, through Facebook. Which is kind of odd, but and I said, hey, Gareth, really, really enjoy your stuff. I've gone over a little bit of the Mindset podcast and so on and so on. And man, I didn't know. I wish I had known about this stuff before. But I said, primarily, look at I'm looking. I was looking into the Highgate Vampire, and of course, finally meeting David Ferrant, and David became a very good friend, close friend to the show, who had been on several times on our show here. And of course, Stella as well, and then finally, Gareth. And it's just really weird that, it just how it's all played out.
Yeah. I've kind of like, my life has changed in the last 3 years. Because Gareth, I've lost other people as well. I mean, there's several people who died in my vicinity. In fact, there's been a kind of like an exodus. I think I mentioned this the last time I was on the show. I mean, we lost this. I lost a friend it was a few weeks ago now. Another friend died.
Oh wow, sorry, dear.
Thanks. But it's like, Gareth, of all these people, Gareth was the one I was closest to, because through Mindset, he was the one of all the people I lost in the last 3 or 4 years. He was the one I was closest to, definitely, and the one I think I missed the most. And it's changed. My life has changed since then in several ways. Firstly, as I said, I went to what it was called the Stairway to the Stars conference in Las Vegas. I went to that, and I see. It was a great conference. I can't say I like Las Vegas very much, but not my kind of place at all. But I went to this conference, which was fantastic. I got to go to Area 51, albeit it was it was actually a little bit of a badly organised trip, and we ended up getting back about. We didn't do everything we planned to, and ended up getting about 4 a.m. It was great to go there. And then I also went to Contact in the Desert 2 months ago. I went to this conference near Los Angeles. And when I flew to Los Angeles, actually, and I'm thinking, this is where Gareth. First thing I thought when we landed was, this is where Gareth lived.
Yeah.
And I never went there when he was there. Otherwise, I'd gone and seen him. And I remember thinking I should have gone to visit him there. And the reason is, I've stopped putting things off. I've stopped thinking, well, because I had this little habit. I was like, say, Gareth used to say, you should go to one of these big American conferences, Ben. He says, you'd be like a pig in excrement. He didn't say excrement. he said the S word.
Yeah.
But he said, you really would. And I thought, yeah, next year. I'll go next year. And this sort of thing, I'll go next year, kept going. I said that for about 8 years in a row. And I remember, and then I thought to myself, well, I'm like Gareth, I'm going to go one day. One day there's not going to be a next year. I need to just do these things. Stop putting them off. And so I have stopped putting things off. I've just been saving the money and going. Let's just save the money and go now.
Yeah,
that's what I've been doing. And another thing has changed. This thing I was writing. I actually started this writing project. I think I don't know if it was before. When did I start it? I can't remember. I started writing something called the Obscurati Chronicles, which I originally planned to be a novel.
Wow. Okay.
Which was supposed to be basically a follow-up to the Roswell trilogy, which I'd completed.
Nice. Wow.
Well, the thing about it is, I thought to myself, I changed because of Gareth primarily. I changed it from a novel to an online serial. So I've now decided to make it an online serial. In fact, I just published chapter 8 on my blog, so you can read it if you want. And the reason being, I thought it's pretty obvious it was going to be quite a big, long writing project. And I thought, well, I might never finish it. if I could wait forever just writing this damn novel, and I thought, let people read it now, because there's no time to waste now. So I'll just let people read it now, one chapter at a time, because I can't waste time anymore.
I'm so bad like that too. I've been wanting to write this book, starting and just I don't know. I keep making up excuses.
Yeah.
And I just got to do it. I just got to do it. I just got to sit down, and even if it's just X amount of pages a day, a sitting, whatever, I just got to do it. Yeah. Just got to do it.
I've stopped doing. I've been this like you. I'm a terrible procrastinator. I'm terrible. It's like George Orwell said about the Spanish. Mañana. Everything's mañana. Never do today what could be done tomorrow. That kind of thing.
Exactly.
Because tomorrow never comes. And I'll end up being, there's some things. Well, obviously there's some things I will never do. There's some things I'll never finish. I'll never do. But I want to minimize those things. I want to get as much done when I can, because I'm not going to be here forever either. And I'm not a lot younger than Gareth, and I've lost a lot of people quite young. A lot of people that are going up are going quite young, and I thought to myself, it could be me next. I don't know. So I'm just going to do as much as I can while I can. I'm saving the money. I'm going tomorrow. Next year, I might go to Roswell next year.
Nice.
Because I've never been there before. I should go. I've written 3 books about the damn place, and I've never visited it. So I should go.
Give you a whole different perspective, right?
See
what it's really like.
Yeah, that's my next
Roswell
thing I'll do. I think go to Roswell.
So, out of all the time you spent with Gareth on the Mindset podcast, what are some of the highlights? Like, what do you recall? What moments do you recall? Some of them, the most.
It's hard to say. In terms of the show, there's no particular show I think that stands out. I mean, we covered so
Covered
many
a
different
lot.
subjects. Yeah, I mean, we covered everything really. I mean, obviously, from the 14 side of things, we covered that, and we delved into areas like politics and society and psychology and things like that. We talked about. Is there a single? I don't know if there's a single moment. I think maybe when because Gareth went away for a while, he basically had a hiatus. He very suddenly stopped the show for about 2 years, and he was like, he announced it quite suddenly, and we were quite taken aback because he didn't really explain why. I mean, I'm guessing it's something to do with his personal life. I didn't ask. He just said, I'm going to stop it. And I said, are you going to do this forever? And he said, no, maybe not. And he was a bit equivocal about exactly what was going on. And this is why we started Third Rail Radio, because Third Rail Radio was essentially something that I organised.
Yeah.
It's essentially, and I'm still doing it today, actually, with Trevor or with whoever. Well, Trevor's actually taking a break too, but in which case I do solo shows. But it was essentially a replacement for Mindset. But then Gareth came back. He came back a couple of years later with this Mindset Reborn, and I think that was an important moment when he returned, because he came back with the new mindset, and it was really good. It was as good as before.
By the way, Ben.
Hey, he's got the t-shirt. Nice one, mate. Nice one. Very good. You got them a t-shirt,
But this camera's driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. But were you in shock, or did it surprise you that when Gareth passed away, and just how many people it affected? Like, I mean, I was in total awe at the amount of people who were just so affected by it.
Yeah.
He really, he really did reach a lot of people. And I don't know, do you think Gareth realized that?
I hope so. I mean, I met a few people actually from his passing. I got to meet all his family.
Yeah.
I mean, I had met his brother before.
Richard.
I met Richard like at one of the meetups. I think it was the first meetup he was at. And he's just like Gareth, except he's still got his Welsh accent.
Yeah, which is kind of odd. Like, I remember the first time talking with Gareth, and I'm like, "Are you sure you're from Wales? Are you sure?
Yeah.
You sound more like a New Yorker to me, and you're in California."
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
He was like really, and he was like totally when he sort of like totally. His accent completely changed in the years he lived over there. Yeah, but he was a Welshman at heart, and I met his mum at the funeral. I didn't. His dad had already passed, but I met his mum at the funeral. And people like that, and I met a lot. I met several people from his death. But yeah, he met many people. I met a few people. Like I dealt with some of the people in his life over there. It's, Percy, his colleague, and Karen, his neighbour, who helped trying to organise his. This is not his wife. This is another Karen.
Yeah,
a lady who tried to organise I wanted to hopefully get his belongings given to the local MUFON chapter, because he was actually a member of a UFO group. I think it was LA County UFO Watchers or something, Sky Watchers. But there was a MUFON chapter in Orange County, which is, if you look on a map, is actually not far from where he lives. And I tried to organise this. I didn't want him to lose his belongings. I don't know exactly what happened in the end to his belongings, because he had so many books and DVDs, and he had a huge collection, a bit like me. I thought I didn't want those to be lost, and I couldn't have them, unfortunately. But things. I mean, I met a couple of people that way, and I was like, I met a few people that way, and he pretty clear he was a popular man. People loved him. He was a wonderful sense of fun and games and adventure. And I mean, there's been several moments in the last 3 years when I've really missed him. I mean, there's moments when I've like had fun but Della, I wasn't Gareth actually was cremated in LA.
Yeah.
He his family in Los Angeles arranged a funeral for him, and because unfortunately because it was the lockdown, it had to be a very private affair, and nobody could attend because no one could travel there because his family couldn't go. What happened was instead we had a replacement service for him a few months later in Swansea. We had like a memorial service for him, but I wasn't a pallbearer, unfortunately. I would have been happy to be if it was possible. But yeah, he had. I mean, there's moments. I think there's moments when I sort of had a bit of fun that I really thought, and the one moment in particular was when I played a little trick on. It's a long story. I infiltrated a conference from which I'd been banned. I did it by wearing a disguise, so no one recognised me. Indeed, they didn't. I thought it's actually a very good disguise I wore. It was a hat. I had a COVID mask on, sunglasses. I also had I pretended to be an old man with crutches. And
what was you gave that persona a name, didn't you?
Yeah, David Jones.
That's right, David Jones.
I call myself David Jones, and I managed to get hold of a ticket. See, even though I'd been banned from the conference, I bought a ticket from someone else who wasn't going, and I managed to sneak into the conference and attend, and it worked. I mean, no one guessed who I was, and I had a wonderful time. But I just remember thinking at the end of it, because I'd been to York to see another friend, and I went back there afterwards, and it just struck me in a moment of like a lightning bolt of poignancy. I just thought to myself, Gareth would have loved this, what I'd just done. We'd have had a long talk about it on the Mindset podcast, and I can almost hear his voice in my ear, like telling me what he, talking about and telling me what he thought about it, because he would have laughed his head off at that. He really would have laughed. If he is anyway still out there watching us somewhere, I hope he did have a laugh at that. No, it would be just up his street what I did there.
Well, I've read in a few different spots, and on Facebook and other places, and people are saying, and even you, Ben, you said, with all that has gone on in the world since Gareth passed away, you kind of wonder what Gareth would be saying about a lot of this stuff. I mean, the commentary would be absolutely priceless.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, every time something happens, it does cross my mind. What would Gareth have said about this? What do you thought about it? I do. I immediately think that. Yes. For everything that's happened since then, I mean, the developments in the UFO world, in particular, I've often thought, this would have been great topics for the mindset. I mean, I have brought them up on Third Rail, of course, with Trevor, but it would have been great to have Gareth's input onto that. It really, really would. I didn't know there was a gravestone for Gareth. Is there one?
Matt was doing a fundraiser for that, wasn't it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Good old Matt.
I do remember that.
Yeah. I mean, Della's mentioned the service as well in Wales. Yeah. Matt did the video of the wedding, the funeral. Yeah, he did a video of that as well, which is really nice.
Matt is going to try to come on. He's and I did send out an invite to Reeves, but unfortunately Reeves is unable to make it this evening. I reached out to Joe, but I haven't heard anything back from Joe either. So
I'm still in touch with all the old crew,
Yeah.
Even though Trevor's taking a bit of a break. Joe's doing his own thing at the moment, but I'm still in touch with those guys. I'm still there in touch with them.
Well, that's good. I mean, you don't want to lose contact. I mean, you built all these friendships up, and I keep saying this about after meeting Gareth and talking with him for hours on several different occasions, and it's just like he was an old friend.
Yeah,
he was this old friend, and you kind of knew that. Oh, hey, Gareth would love this. Like I mean, I keep bringing this up, but I mean, Gareth would always talk about, horror movies. He was a big horror movie fan, big movie fan in general. But I always remember, going, hey, there's a place not too far from you. You might be interested. It's called the Phantom. carriage. And he goes, "What's that?" I said, "It's a horror themed brewery." And you go in there, and they've got all these different horror movie themes in there and everything else. I think you'd absolutely love it. And he finally did get to go there, and he absolutely loved it.
Yeah. You sort of know the kind of things he would like, and he knew that about me as well. This is why he said that about the contacts in the desert and things like that. He said, "You've got to go, Ben. You'd love it." And when I went there, he was right. He was absolutely right. It was just I was in my element.
Yeah.
I'd love to go next year. I'd love to go back there next year. Because he's probably the person I have the most contact with. I mean, I don't have the best social life here in Oxford. I mean, I don't maybe it's quite normal nowadays, but I don't sort of like go to pubs very often, and there's no people I know regularly in my own area that certainly I can talk about the subjects I talk to Gareth about. I mean, I do have to live a double life to a certain extent with a lot of people. I meet a lot of people, especially the people I work for and things like that, but I just have to talk about normal things with them.
Well, that's the thing.
My family are completely out to lunch. I mean, they're not. Except my daughter's a bit more open-minded, but my dad and my brother are sort of like not interested.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm not that close to them.
He liked his Stella. Yes, he liked his Stella. He liked his 805. And I've been trying to hunt down some 805. It's really hard to find in my neck of the woods. So, I'm still curious about the ghost in Gareth's bathroom towards the end. Yeah. I remember he sent me a video about that.
There were several instances actually in the last couple of years of his life. One of them was when he was in his house. When he was in his house staying at his mum's house in Wales.
Yep.
He actually left a microphone. He left a microphone recording. Well, and there was the sound of footsteps and things in his house. And something similar. I mean, I think you mentioned that his bathroom. Was it his bathroom? Was it his garage? I can't remember. There was a washing. It was where the washing machine was. He didn't tell me everything because it's really put the wind up him. But he had what sounded like a terrifying experience, a terrifying encounter with some kind of malevolent entity. And when eventually a couple of months, it was actually literally just a couple of months before he died, he actually split up with his wife and went to live in this little flat, this apartment, as you say. And because he just moved in there, the whole place had been tosh. It had a new carpet, it had been painted and stuff like that because he just moved in. And there was this little handprint on the it was actually on the stair skirting, I think. And I thought it was a bit odd because it's a brand new coat of paint. And I kept saying to him, "Wash it off, Gareth, wash it off." And he says, I'll do it soon. And I think he didn't want to wash it off because I said, I joked with him, "Gareth, are you scared that if you wash it off, it'll come back?" I sort of joked with him. And I don't know, but he kept the microphone running, and he also had he picked up some strange sounds in his flat as well.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He played them for me. Apparently Percy has Gareth's hard drive. Yeah, I can ask Percy.
Oh, great, because that'll have all this. I think we've got most of the shows. I mean, but it'd be great to have some more of them. I mean, I had a habit of every time I did a show with them, I would download my own copy. And believe it or not, I was thinking of deleting them all just to create hard drive space, and thank God I didn't.
Yeah. Oh God, no.
Because some of them. I mean, I know now they've pretty much gone viral. I mean, people have downloaded them and shared them themselves. But there were some shows that I was the only one who had any copies of them.
Yeah.
And so I know a lot of people said, "Oh, thanks for that, Ben. Can I download that and put them on my own archive?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, download them. By all means, share them around." And he got all those old ones, like the Nervous Teeth show, which he did before he knew me. All these really old shows he did.
Ben, hold on a sec. I just got to take a break here. Hold on a sec. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. Some technical issues. Okay. Oh, you're muted there. Oh, you're still muted. Did I mute you? No.
You must have done, yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
I'm just sharing the archive links in the chat because
Awesome.
I've got because I did a show called The Poker as well, because Gareth encouraged us to do our own sort of solo podcasts. This is why there was.
Hey, Exploring with Kenny. I'm just seeing who popped in there. Hey, Joe. How are you? Good to see you.
And Joe had the radio hour, didn't he? And then Reeves had the Paracast, which he's still doing, actually. Not Paracast, what's it called? ParaTalk.
ParaTalk. Oh, he's doing a wonderful job.
Paracast is something different. Yeah, he's doing that independently now. And I did the show called I did the show called The Poker, which I did 10 episodes of.
Yeah, and I mean you've been on ParaTalk. He's had you. I've listened. I've watched it. It's been pretty cool. Hey, Max, how are you? It's really cool, man. And I mean, the one cool thing that I noticed about Gareth, he was able to surround himself with some really, really cool people. I mean, you, Reeves, Alex, Joe, and Trevor, and people who are associated with the show, and bringing in these different people, they all have these different kind of, I guess, what do you want to say, mindsets?
Yeah, that's right.
And how he collectively put it together, and he so neatly didn't shelve it, but he's like, look at this. Let's get into this. Let's talk about this. I'm Joe, come on in. Let's talk about music.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about, because Joe and his trailblazing and his music and all that kind of stuff, and he really knew what to handle Joe, and then Reeves with the paranormal, and you with the UFO stuff, Trevor with the conspiracy or whatever, the political sort of aspect arena. I mean, where is Alex still around? I mean, I've
seen him for ages. Yeah, I've not seen him for a while, but I haven't spoken to him for ages. I think he's still here. I mean, I haven't seen him. I mean, I met him for the first time in because I met him one of the second meetup, I think, and he was there, and he didn't look like how I expected, because he always kept his physical appearance a closely guarded secret, and then I met him, but Gareth always had he could always be guaranteed people who had a good rapport would get together with him, and he would. And like I say, people who there's Chris Reinert. I remember Chris Reinert, yeah, and some would stay for a while, and others would go. There was others. Sometimes, like there'd be disagreements between the panelists, and sometimes these got quite heated, and a couple of people left because they couldn't get on with each other.
Yeah.
But they all got on with Gareth. Gareth, if people couldn't get on with Gareth, he wouldn't have them on the show. He just wouldn't have them. But occasionally there were fallouts. But generally, people, the people who were sort of like who could get on with Gareth could get on with each other, and it would be a good team. And people dipped in and out. Venerina left eventually, but she sort of came back occasionally. Same with a couple of the others, like Chris Reinert, or someone Snarlock mentioned Chris Reinert. And Joe Resington came for a while, then left. And Trevor arrived after me, but he was a more permanent fixture. He sort of stayed all the way through, certainly in the first series.
Stuck around.
That's
that crazy Canuck.
Oh yeah, Trevor's he's kind of doing his own thing at the moment, I think. But yeah, and I remember I don't think there's anyone I'm not in touch with at all that I met on Mindset. There's a couple of anyone I sort of got to know really well on Mindset, I'm still in touch with. He created a whole world around him, and Joe was important because he was the one he knew a lot about music. He was a real fan, and he knew all the small, not so well known bands. I swear, there's a couple of artists out there who do owe their success, I think, to our show. I mean, young Jean Lee, for example. I think she's become more famous lately, but her her song. I remember she her one of her early songs we played on our show when she was pretty much unknown, and it was actually it was a song it was called "I'm Going to Die," which is I find it hard to listen to that now. Now we've lost Gareth, but it's called "I'm Going to Die." It's yeah, and of course Joe now produces his own music. He actually, in fact, I've been featuring his music, even though Joe has been taking a lot. He's been taking a long sabbatical from Third Rail. I've been featuring his music on on the show.
Yeah, he's doing a lot. I noticed he's put on a lot of stuff on his. He has a YouTube channel too, where he's been posting a lot of the music. So that's pretty cool. It's yes, and Matt hopefully might pop in.
That'd be nice.
That'd be nice. Yeah. Steve Wills. Yeah.
Steve Wills. I'm still in touch with Steve Wills. Miles, of course, Miles and I are very good, very close friends. Steve Wills. I met Steve. I think it was last year. I met him at a conference. Yeah.
And Steve's been on our show a couple. Well, he's officially been on the show once. He's been in our chat a few times, and who knows? He may even pop in. Who knows? He usually does.
Man,
yeah. Yep. They're all great. All great pieces of, like I said. Gareth was able to surround himself with some really, really cool people. And I'm just keeping real time here with a few things.
Sure, yeah.
Just like I said, I reached out to Joe and even Justin, who would come on every once in a while to Gareth's show.
Justin, yes.
Yeah.
Justin Villarreal, yeah.
Yep.
I remember him. He did his. See, a lot of people like started their own shows because they were inspired by this. Like some people like Reeves, they did like solo shows on the Mindset, and they carried them on post Mindset independently. And of course, Third Rail essentially was a Mindset spin-off show, which we did when Gareth had his little break. And Justin had his own show too, and I remember I was a guest on there once.
Justin had his,
I think I did 2 shows with him.
What the heck was the name of his show again? He I can't think. Yeah, you need to get me a link there, Carl, or something, or give it to Melissa or to somebody if you want it played. Carl's looking to have something about Gareth, a link of Gareth. A message that he had sent him. He wants us to play. So I don't know if you can get it to Melissa or somebody, and I can play it. That's fine. Just get it to me. Hey, Laura, how are you, Mr. Smith? Death Drivers, The Curious Mind More.
Yeah, I can't. Maybe it's part of being the age I am, but because we're all of us are of a similar age. Joe's slightly younger, but the rest of us were all of a similar sort of age.
Yeah,
and maybe it's time. It's a time when we. I suppose it feels. I think when you're younger, it feels your life feels like it's eternal, it's infinite. It'll just go on forever. I mean, I personally believe like in the afterlife anyway. So I think we have like an afterlife, but our life on this world appears to go on forever when you're like a certain age. Then I think losing others has made me feel basically that it's made me think I've got to make the most of the time I'm here, make the most of it.
And you have to, Ben. And like I said, I really feel that it's important to, I know you guys have all sort of branched out and you're doing your own thing, and that's great. It's like I said, you have Third Rail, plus you have your YouTube thing going on, which is great. I mean, you've done some amazing work, Ben. I really appreciate what you're doing.
Thanks,
don't stop, man. I mean, people really love you're like a walking encyclopedia for crying out loud.
A lot of it, I learned these things from doing the shows like this. I became like a real anorak. Actually, it's like this is all I really do. Actually, I include the literature, the writing, and stuff like that as part of my as part of this, because the literature, the writing is actually inspired by all this. If you read the Obscurati Chronicles, you'll see it's got like themes to do with UFOs and the paranormal in it, you know, just like the Roswell trilogy has, you know.
Yeah, and in fact, I think that's what Gareth said to me once. I honestly do say Ben is a walking encyclopedia. Mr. Smith wants to know what your link is.
I'm just getting it. Yeah, I'm just getting it.
Put your
now.
link out there for everybody.
Yeah. There you go, Mr. Smith. It's all in. That's my main site there, which is also like a portal site to all the others. So yeah, you can find everything on there.
And then along with the people that were constant guests on the Mindset podcast, and I mean he had various things. There are people that followed him and really invested a lot of time. I think like this guy here, Mr. Crazy John.
Hi.
Who
Good evening.
Hi, John.
Who was an avid listener, and he would pop in with the Friday Night House. How did you find out about Mindset podcast and Gareth Davies?
I watched a few of them, but not a religious watcher. I did see a few, and then Matt sort of brought him up, and so that's where it sort of started.
Yeah, the Secret Vault. I mean, a lot of people said they found the Mindset podcast through the Secret Vault.
Well, you know, he also had the podcast. Don't forget, he was doing podcasts before.
Yeah,
he was doing the lives with us. So, there was a few I watched. Not many. Did know this. Did see this guy, and he was yapping about certain things. And then when he started doing the live shows, it was just, you had to get on there.
Matt used to come in every so often on.
Here's another.
Hi, Alex. How you doing?
What's going on,
Matt,
boys?
How you doing? Matt would come on every so often on the Mindset. I remember, and usually with a pint of lager in his hand, and because we used to it was fun that
Okay, now apparently hold on, I'm just tracking it down here.
I got something.
Sent the link.
It's
worth
showing.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is Carl wanted us to play this, so we'll play this. Hold on, let me just share this. Okay, here we go. Share screen. And here we go.
Hey man, how's it going? I didn't even know you could do this on this dopey app. Fucking genius. Genius, dude. Mind blowing. Amazing. Great to catch up with you on this thing, dude. Hope everything's well over there, and I'm mad for it. You know what I mean? Like, fucking mad for it. Call just to let you know, I got a content strike on YouTube, so I'm banned from uploading or streaming for a week. So I opened a channel on Twitch, twitch.com/Mindset Central. So we might be going live over there. Spread the word, dude. Talk to you soon.
Cool.
Lovely.
Yeah,
that's definitely South Wales. You can tell, can't the mist and the little narrow roads, and that's South Wales.
What's this, John?
Click it, and this is worth watching. This little bit here.
It's almost as good. It's almost as good as.
Let's go. Ammo, calico, jackets made out of animal.
Oh yeah.
So viral, UFO. Came from a dark place. I went from the slums to Park Place to Park Place. Front row at the Barclays. Beyonce.
And there we go.
Johnny's kind of taking the back seat, huh? We need to. We need to bring Johnny back.
That's the sort of kind of madness that we had on there most nights.
It's great. Those videos are still there. I mean, his channel's still there. It's great. I mean, when I pop off, I hope my channel lasts. I mean,
I would. Why
wouldn't it, Ben? Come on.
Yeah,
You've got some really cool shit there, man.
Listen, at the end of the day, like the only way to delete is unless somebody says to him, like, get rid of that lot, and that's it. They won't do it. It'll stay there forever.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
It's great. I mean, he's, it's the last few months actually. He really, when he moved into his own place, he really seemed to find a new lease of life, and he started doing these regular live streams. And I was on a few of them, like yourself, John. I was on a few of them,
Yeah.
and it just makes me wonder what if he'd lasted a bit longer. What else would he have produced? He'd have probably ended up with regular morning.
Well, he kept saying to me, he said, the more content, the more people. That's what he kept saying. He said, just keep putting up content, and bang, people will come.
The morning one was the thing that really changed it, because he wanted to do something for the morning before he went. It was a reason to get up as well.
It was a perfect time for me because it was really pretty much when I got home from work.
Yeah, daytime.
Because it's like literally is 8 hours between us, so I would I'd come on Mindset Mornings when I finish work, and then he'd go off to work, and it'd be my evening.
Alex, you were on a few times on the mindset thing,
on the Friday Night Howl,
Friday Night Howl. Like I mean, but even before that, we were doing the lockdown shows. We
were
during the COVID lockdown crap. I mean, there was a lot of content there that just like wow, and then we'd pop on over and do like a special on the Mindset podcast.
Yep.
Kind of like, okay, it's a banter back and forth between two shows. Hey, let's do this. This is pretty cool. And I mean, there really wasn't much that we could do.
We should have actually simulcast the two shows on both channels at the same time.
We should have, yeah. But I don't think either one of us. I don't know. Either one of us could have. We weren't using the platforms we were using. He was using. I don't know. He was using? I don't know what platform he was using to do his live shows.
E-chat or something. It is. It's
that's it. E-chat.
It's an Apple based. Thing, right? Which could only have 5 people up.
Yeah.
So it was quite exclusive. We went up there.
Yeah, so but what like I said, I was this like fiberglass, like I just couldn't fathom just the amount of people that when he passed away, it's like, holy fuck, man, he really, really, really influenced a lot of things.
There's one song I can't listen to. I think it's Alanis Morissette tune, I think.
Yeah,
that was there for his memorial, and you can't listen to that now without thinking about it.
Steve, who here believes in life after death? Here, I don't think it's so much life after death. I think that it's a transition into a different realm.
I think at the end of the day, I keep meaning to go to a spiritualist church. I haven't got fucking time. I'm never fucking awake during the day, to be honest. So, I keep saying that one day he'll appear. One day he'll just come in and go, "Remember me?" And I'll be like, "Yeah."
we're gonna have to start up Gareth sightings. It's just like Elvis in a Burger King working in a Burger King.
I can find out. Like, I mean, there's a lot of groups, like spiritualist groups. You can just put a picture of somebody up and say, "Is there anything from that person?" And he, he might do.
Someone did that for me, actually. I went to see some friends a couple of years ago, and they arranged a meeting for me at a spiritualist group, and it was actually in Swansea. It was actually these people lived a few miles from Swansea, and I went to stay in the west of Swansea, near Nessie, and I went to stay with them, and they arranged a trip to this spiritualist church. They didn't actually tell me what it was all about, but one of them had printed out this picture of Gareth, and it was interesting. I mean, I didn't get any like serious messages, but
the thing is if you're asking for him to come, like, and you're really promising and thinking about him, that's when they don't come. They only come when you least expect it. And you go in there whooping head.
I've had some EVP on the third rail, which is a bit odd. I mean, one of the episodes in particular had some EVP on it, which Trevor and I were a bit confused. I actually gave it to Gary Robinson, who you may know him. He's a listener. I think he listens to both our shows, and he's like a sound engineer. And I asked him. Luckily, I had the original file that I recorded off Skype. It was a stereo file. So he analysed it and he said, "No, there's something strange there." He said, "It's definitely very weird there."
Wow.
I
remember that. So I did wonder if it was Gareth. I mean, it wasn't a recognisable voice. It was just like a couple of consonants, just without very distorted. But I just wonder, is that Gareth?
Let me look. He sent me a few things via. Let me see if I can find it. Where are we? And I know they're still in here. It's just a matter. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, like here we go. Here's this. Sent me this interesting video. Hold on. And I think this was a friend of his having.
Your microphone's getting very muffled.
Mine is? Okay.
Every now and again it withers in.
Is it mine?
It's all right now. Like, it's just sorted itself out. It just was going there now.
Okay, let me just play this guy here. There.
Can you stop moving for a second? Thank you.
Hey, Steve.
I'll let you keep burning. Can you stop again for a second? Thank you. Okay. I'll see you.
And he would send these videos that would he'd want my opinion on, and I'm like, some of them are just really hard because some of them you have to be there, right, to honestly figure out what's going on. But some of them, hold on, I'm just going through. Actually, I haven't gone through this link in a while. This I kept all our chats in Messenger. Hey, Tango.
I'll just get the link for Tiago.
Do you know what happened on this day 51 years ago?
51.
August the 17th.
What happened?
Woodstock.
Oh, really?
Woodstock, that's
right.
Now there are people who have.
It's a bit longer than 51 now, and it's 55. Sorry,
it's 69. Yeah,
it's 69.
Oh, Ben, you posted it, right?
I'm saying this for Tiago. Yeah, I'm just posting this for Tiago. Sorry, there you go.
Yeah,
Tiago.
he was awesome. Yeah,
I got a video archive as well here somewhere as well, because I preserved all the video archives as well. Here we go.
Oh, let me just.
Yeah, I'm so glad I kept these. I mean, loads of people. There was, I think more. I mean, probably got most of the shows, if not all of them, because I mean, like everyone, it turns out, had some of them somewhere.
Yeah.
So
Frank's got them all. Then.
Yeah, it's great. That means we can. If Percy's got Gareth's hard drive, there's probably a load of other stuff on there as well. And these are now, so people can now listen and they can. He'll probably put in loads and loads of new listeners.
Didn't he have some sort of lock on that though? Apparently, Percy said he had some sort of cryptic lock on it.
Did he? Oh,
I don't know. Don't know if it still has or not. If he'd get on the hard drive, but.
Oh God, I have to get.
I couldn't imagine he'd leave it so that everybody could attack his hard drive.
Yeah, I mean. But yeah, I mean, he's probably got loads and loads. I mean, it's what we've got now is such a treasure house, though. I mean, he'll probably pull in loads of post-mortem listeners. Probably a whole new generation of them now. So
I think people are they have they have discovered the Mindset podcast, primarily probably on YouTube, even though the older stuff's not available. And again, okay, so you have some of the archives on your blog spot, right?
I've got some on archive.org. I've got all the ones I was in. I kept. It was a very important habit, and I didn't really quite realize why I was doing it. But every time I'd always download my own copy whenever I did a show. Didn't do it with Kev Baker, which was a mistake actually, because I ended up I only got half the shows I did with Kev Baker. So, but I got all the ones I did with Gareth, and there's a good like 400 on there. So this is really cool. That's about 300 or 400, I think, altogether.
That's some serious time.
Yeah, I don't know, because we did it. It was like about 8 years. I was doing shows with Gareth.
I would say, there's going to be a lot of hours there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Not enough hours in the day.
Yeah, there was a lot.
There was a big problem.
It was such a wonderful time. It was such a it's like it's the kind of little things that I do, like I'd always have some like train driver video playing in the background, because it was audio only, so I used to watch this train driver video muted, when I was doing it. And
we need a box set made.
Yeah,
there we go. The Mindset podcast box set.
Highlight the best
if
bits.
Matt had a mindset sticker. I wouldn't doubt it if he did.
The mindset sticker was great because we put it all over the place. I put a couple in Oxford, and I also put one on in Lytham St Anne's because I went to the Probe conference, and then someone put one on the Highway 357 sign as well. The famous sign.
What conference was that? The Probe conference.
Probe is called. Yes, it is a conference called the Probe conference. It was all about UFOs and things. It's an alien.
I was saying
about probing. Yes, and it was a lovely conference. And I went there and I'd stick these mindset podcast stickers up, and someone put them on the extraterrestrial highway sign.
Oh, no way!
This has all loads of stickers on it, and someone put one there as well.
That would have been that's cool.
Yeah,
that'd be good to see.
Gareth is putting in. Could we do a top 5 mindset rewatch show sometime? Bring everyone. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff you could do.
Should be, you should do it.
I love the podcast. You guys should start it back up. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't. Without Gareth, it's like you think of a popular band like Led Zeppelin. Well, we can't continue because one of the vital pieces is no longer with us.
Exactly. It's like when Queen they did a tour and an album when Freddie died, and it just wasn't the same.
They did. The one person who disliked doing anything without Freddie was John Deacon.
Yeah.
And he said, "Look, I'm not doing it anymore. He's gone. It's not going to be the same."
I feel the same way, and not only that, but I think the Third Rail Radio is kind of is just that. It is. It wasn't formed as a reaction to Gareth's death. It was formed as a reaction to Gareth's hiatus.
Yeah, you wanted to continue on doing stuff that you enjoyed.
Yeah, and so we got Third Rail. Third Rail is still going, and that's kind of what that is.
Yeah.
So it is kind of a continuation of mindset, So at the moment, the other hosts are taking some time off, so I'm just doing solo shows. But I did a show with Reeves a couple of weeks ago, so if anyone else wants to do a Third Rail show with me, let me know. You'd be very welcome.
I think I would love to do one.
You'd be very welcome. It's honestly, it's exactly the same format as Mindset. It's just a panel, discussions, subjects, and things like that. Yeah. So I'll be in touch with you about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I would, and of course, Ben, we would love to have you back on the show here too.
I'll be glad to, mate. Glad to. I'm gonna have to go to bed soon, I think, because it's actually it's sort of 2:10 in the morning here.
It's pretty late for you. Pretty late.
It's
Yeah.
getting a bit late.
Early, shall I say?
Early in the morning. Yeah, I do
Early
have
in
to
the
work
morning.
tomorrow. Yeah,
Oh, do
it's
you?
Saturday.
Oh.
It's Saturday, but I'm still working. Yeah. But
I thankfully I've got tomorrow off. Thankfully. It's a rare occasion, but thankfully.
Some
And
people never. It's like Gareth. I said earlier, Gareth never had a Sunday lie-in because 6 a.m. Sunday morning he'd be in his shed, and he'd be on Skype with us all.
Yeah.
I'd be 2 p.m. where I am, and it's 6 a.m. where he was, and we'd
I
be
think
recording.
it's great if you've got something you've got to motivate to get him. In Gareth's case, he was like the mornings mindset. Like that was his thing. Like something to do before I go to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a great way to get everyone up. It's a great way to get up.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I enjoyed the mindset mornings. I mean, I was lucky enough to be on one with him.
I did one with him one morning. We were talking about HD DVDs and Blu-ray.
Yeah, and I mean, he was into all sorts of different things. I mean, like the paranormal, conspiracy, UFO, you name it. He was into everything.
I love some of his books.
Music.
Some of his books he had behind it. My God, man.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I worked so hard to try and. I mean, there's only so much I can do from 6,000 miles away, but I really tried.
I think most of that got trashed, didn't it? Apparently.
I know Karen Sagawa. I was in touch with Karen Sagawa, trying to get his friend and saying, look, all you have to do is contact the Orange County MUFON chapter, and I'm sure they'll be glad to have those. I never found out what happened to them though.
I heard that everything in the room was just like laid out as though they were going to get rid of it.
Oh dear, there's a real treasure trove there. I mean, I couldn't. Unfortunately, I didn't have room. It'd probably cost a couple of £100 to get them shipped over to me as well. But if I'd had storage space for them, I'd have paid it.
Did his brother go over? I don't think his brother went over, did he? Or his brother
no one could go anywhere. When he passed away, no one could go anywhere.
Over there. Yeah,
there was a private family funeral to which, I'm sure they would have invited him if they would have invited him and his mum and over if they could have done.
I think
it was lockdown. It was lockdown.
Percy was the only one who got in the flat, I think.
Yeah, it was locked down.
Yeah.
So
then
no one could go there. That's why we had the memorial service following year in Swansea.
Wow.
Because no one could get over there, so it was just a private funeral. It's all, it was an awful time period actually, because my dad's friend's wife died as well. This was a lady who used to babysit for me when I was a kid. She died, and we had like a horrible funeral where there was we were literally sitting on chairs at like 6 feet apart from each other with the masks. They wouldn't let us in unless we all had masks on, and
wow,
it was a bloody nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. Physical Media Fridays.
I think the people who were dealing with most of it was his ex-wife. I mean, at the end of the day, her attitude was probably just get rid of it all.
I don't think he never introduced me to her, and I got the feeling that she wasn't really very
there wasn't really much.
Yeah, there wasn't. His friends.
Yeah.
I don't know what went on between them. That's he never talked about his private life, but I know he split up from her.
Yeah, I never really talked to him too much about it. I mean, he would say something, but I would never really.
I just felt so sorry for his kids because, when I found out, I mean, he had his son's like a teenager, and I think his daughter was in about 20. She was about 20, and I remember because when I found out that he died, I realised, and I said, well, someone told me actually, the kids are at school. They're going to tell them when they get home from school. Because this was like evening here, and they'd have been at school, and I thought,
he has a son and a daughter, right?
Yeah, and the son was like 14, and I thought, my heart really went out to him.
Oh yeah,
thinking to myself, what a horrible thing for him to have to endure at the age 14, and his father dies.
Imagine seeing that last video, like when he's there sweating in a t-shirt.
It's
extreme. The sick stream, because he was.
It was ill. So agonizing. It was so agonizing, and I remember calling him up, like on Messenger there, and talking. I'm like, dude, go get looked at.
I said that to him. I said,
go, man, fuck it. He's like, no, it seems to be getting a little better, and no, you've been,
I think that's part of the male mindset. You know, we don't
Well,
like to
Yeah,
see
it is the
doctors,
main
you know.
mindset. But there's another thing with Gareth. Like he had other issues before.
Well, he had underlining
You know,
issues.
and of
He
course
was well, actually, because this is why I was worried, because I knew he was ill anyway, because
Yeah.
he'd been in and out of hospital for the last couple of years, and so when he did get ill, I was worried about him, because I thought,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, get yourself. I wanted to, because I never forget when he came on the show and he said he's cheerful as ever. He said, "Hey Ben, I've been to the hospital, I had my little operation. And so how did it go? Turns out I've only got one kidney, the other one's shriveled. It shriveled up and died. And he just found out he's only got the other kidney. It's all like packed up. And I said, right, well, is the one you've got left still working? And he went, it's a bit iffy.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
smiling as always. I said, well, he said, I've got some medicine to take him on a special diet and things. Oh, I don't think I can give up this food. The doctor says I can't eat this anymore, and I really I don't think I can stop eating this sort of thing. And I thought, oh, blimey. So I mean, he was, because he had this underlying health problem. I did think to myself, you know, Gareth, mate, take care of yourself, you know, because I think I was more worried about him than he was.
Yeah.
You know?
I knew it wasn't good when I seen that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are awful. Like during that, when you look at the sick stream and you look at the comments, the trolls and everything else, and what they were saying, it's just like, yeah, come on.
Luckily, none of them stooped to the point where they were like, I didn't see anyone like being nasty when he died. Otherwise, I'd be in jail right now, because I'd have done something.
I don't know. I saw some. I saw some pretty.
Well, they were some.
Yeah, some pretty. Yeah.
Because trolls are just like that.
Yeah,
evil.
Yeah, it's too bad. It really, you know, when you watched it and knowing it was his last stream, you're like, fuck.
I've his SoundCloud account. I mean, he's got two. He's got the one. I was on his last ever Mindset podcast.
Yeah.
And I think there were two shows there. There's one he did. There's a Paracast he did with Reeves, and there's the last Mindset show he did with me. And I still listen to it every so often, because it's all there. I mean, it's still there.
Yeah.
And I'll just, where is it? Here we go. Yeah, it was Mindset 459. That's right. And then there's that one, and then there's the last show we did recently. The thing is, when he used to like pay a subscription to SoundCloud, so he had all his stuff on SoundCloud. Of course, he stopped. Obviously, those payments stopped, and as a result,
we lost a lot of that.
And as a result, he's like, there's only two. It's reverted to its free account, its free version, which means there's only those two shows left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't work. Didn't post. I'll just try again. It's probably because I'm posting too many links. But it's there if you want to see it. No, it's not working. No, it's all right. But it's there on SoundCloud. Just put Mindset Central into SoundCloud and you'll find it. And of course, it's all on the other archives as well.
Okay. Yeah, it was horrible, very upsetting. Yeah.
Oh, so go to bed, I think, guys.
All right.
Should we do one last cheers before we part?
Well, I'm still going to go for a little bit.
Well, just do a cheers to him anyway, because it's like cheers to this.
Guys, hold on. I need to refill. I have to.
Hey, Steve, the mic's behind you.
Give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
This might be done by the time he comes
back.
Tiago,
I hope you enjoyed them, Tiago. Tiago's been listening to the old shows, which is great. Yeah, I mean, more people come in and discover them for years to come. There'll be people discovering them and
people still seeing them when we're all gone, I think.
Oh yeah. I hope so.
I hope.
Yeah.
There are some very funny shows as well as.
There's some he had a great. There was always humor. There was always fun. There was always cheeriness. He was never black-pilled about everything. I mean, we discussed some pretty grim subjects at times that were really, really very.
Yeah, he always had a good outlook about everything.
Yeah, he never lost his sense of enjoyment of life.
Like an old song, he never lost his hardcore.
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
I think Steve went to drain the weasel.
Yeah. I remember Melissa. I remember him saying that he had a cold, and I thought because I'd had COVID. You see, I'd had it a couple of times, and I mean, I was like Gareth. I was against the various. I mean, you can't say too much on YouTube, but I was against the various impositions in terms of medication and practice and things like that. And I don't believe if he'd done anything any different in that respect, it would have helped him. Because he had the variant. Even if you're a believer in the treatments, he had a variant. He had the Delta variant anyway. So, cheers, guys.
Cheers,
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah. And I'll see you all again soon. I hope. I've got to go to bed, unfortunately, but
Well, Reeves, Ben. Sorry, Reeves. I don't know why I said Reeves. Ben, keep your lines open.
Will do.
We'll have you back on the show for sure.
Would love to. Yeah, we'll do. I'll let you know about. I'll send you the links. I'll send you the details about Third Rail. But
absolutely.
Great to talk to you guys. No.
Take care. Good night.
Thanks everyone in chat. Thank you very much, everyone who's posted in the live chat. Night.
Take care. Take care, Ben. Yeah, crazy. It's hard to believe it's been 3 years, and I mean, like, I always go back to, some of the. I played this earlier. Hold on, let's see. Because hold on. Oh, where the heck did it go?
Did you? Well,
some people didn't see it.
This is BBC News from BBC World.
This is an NBC News special report.
This is a CBS News special report. Hello, a very good morning. You're watching BBC News with Carrie Gracie and Simon McCoy.
From ITN News at 10.
Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be around this wild, wacky, and sometimes disturbing world of ours. This is the Mindset Podcast. I'm Gareth Davies in Los Angeles, California, and joining me sprinkled throughout the globe, we have our usual set of panelists. Hey guys, just to let you know, I'm going to be going live as a guest on Nocturnal Frequency Radio tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is about an hour from now. So come on by. Just fire up YouTube and search for Nocturnal Frequency Radio, and you will find me. Hope to see you guys there. It's going to be a good show. Take it easy. Later.
Whoa.
I'll grab my beer. And hopefully you people watching can grab your beers or whatever it is you're consuming.
Yeah.
Hold it up to your computer
Always
screen or
said,
your
like,
phone
you
or
get
your
that
iPad
bowl
or
to
whatever
the
it is.
You wouldn't know.
And say, cheers, my dears.
Yeah, I mean there was the infamous shelf.
The shelf, man. It took him ages to put it up.
The shelf, yeah, it took him forever to put the shelf together. And...
When he put it up, I said, "Have you got it bolted to the wall?" He went, "No."
You ever seen that, Alex?
The shelf?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen them. Yeah.
He got it from IKEA in.
Him put it, and he was. It's fun. Well, it wasn't funny, but I mean, he was like huffing and puffing because it was like, this seems like a lot of work.
He did he did. He made a video of putting one of them together.
Yeah,
you do a step-by-step video.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But we said to him, if you ever had an earthquake there, like, are they bolted to the wall because they'll kill you? They fell over. He's like, oh, never thought about that.
Hold on a sec here. Let's see. Oh, I hate this when it doesn't pop up right away. It's only it's not that long, so we'll do this. Hold on. Here we go.
Yeah, he was Chinook. He did great voice impressions. Jack.
Oh yeah,
fantastic.
Build those bookshelves and to go through some books. So we'll see what I might find digging through this mess. Now, I'm a little reluctant to show you guys the mess in the room and for you to see how much junk. I say junk. It's not really junk. It's precious things.
My life.
But I guess I'll give you a quick glance of some of the nonsense that I have here. All this stuff needs to be sorted out and dealt with. And today is the day where I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to start by these things right here. These are bookcases, and I need to put these things together. So here we go. Here they are. Now these are bookcases from IKEA, and they are pretty tall, as you can see, and they are pretty heavy. So I can't film myself. I got some more books right there. Look at these books. Let's see what I got here. I have. So I got David Icke's book there, one of his first books. I got World War Z, The Terror That Comes in the Night, Haunted Hotland, American Cosmic. This is a great one. This is by Diana Pasolka. So there's that. All right. Okay, so I'm going to carry these things right here into the bedroom so I can start cutting them open and putting them together. So let's get to work. Well, there you go. One built. Well, I just need to add the build. But there you go. There's one. On to the next. Holy shit. I did it. So I have, let me step back a little bit so you guys can see. Some work. So I bought 3 of these bookcases. I put them together and I put them up against the back wall right here, and they seem to fit perfectly. So now I just need to put the shelves. So I got the shelves right here. Each bookcase
we'll have a total of 5 shelves, and the shelves are adjustable, so I can adjust, whatever. On the top there, as you can see right here, I have an extension cable. So I'm going to take my internet router and the cable modem for the internet, and I'm going to put them up on top right here and connect them. So they're up on top and they're out of the way. So the internet connection, everything will be up there on top, and then everything else will be free. I can put other stuff up there, like I can put my TARDIS and my Doctor Who stuff, and I put all little trinkets or whatever up on top. Man, it's been a crazy couple hours. Anyway, all right, so let's get to work. Now the fun begins. Okay, where do I begin? It's been a crazy day, as you can imagine, but you should be able to see behind me. I've started to populate with some of the books. So let's go see what I got. So the boxes are slowly starting to empty, as you can see right here, and I'm starting to go through them and get things sorted out. Here's some of the ones that I've pulled out that you might be of interest. So here's all the David Icke ones I've found so far. These are all the David Icke books that I have, but I know I have more in here somewhere, which will continue on this aisle. Here's some occult books about science fiction, of course, The Legend, Arthur C. Clarke's Mysterious World, the three volumes of the Mysterious World books. Here's some Stephen King books, the Monty Python scripts. Here is a bunch of UFO-related books, Dark Mission, Monuments of Mars. This is the first edition, by the way, of Richard Hoagland's Monuments of Mars UFO book. Circular Evidence, a couple of crop circle books here, UFOs, how to see them. Alternative 3, Top Secret, Genesis Race, UFO Secret, The White Sands Incident by Daniel Fry. I remember I read this years ago, and I remember it being quite compelling. Looking for Aliens, UFO Quest, Saucers of the Illuminati by Jim Keith. And then Casebook on Alternative 3, another Jim Keith book. I have a lot more UFO books right here. Alien Identities that I need to go through. One right here, UFO. Something I wanted to bring your attention, though, is this right here. And this is a complete set right here of these books. So these books, it's called Mysteries of Time and Space. And then on the bottom it says, The Unexplained. Let me show you a little bit inside this book. So I'm going to try and do it right here. And for those of you that are into the paranormal, you'll recognize this immediately. So when I open it up, do you recognize the typeface on this? Look at this. Does it ring any bells? Does this remind you of anything? Well, this is the US version. So this is the complete. I have the complete set right here of The Unexplained. It's packaged a little bit differently from the UK version, but the contents, the paper inside the cover is exactly the same. And this is the complete set, the complete volume. They're out of order right now, but I think it goes up to like 25 or something. There's like 26 volume set. So that's that. That's the 26 volume set. Well, I am almost there. If you just look behind me, you can see it's pretty much filling up rather nicely. Let's take a quick look at some of the books that I've discovered over the past few days, putting this thing together. These classics, these are some old ones I bought when I was a kid. This was the Welsh Triangle. This one I remember being very good by D. Scott Rogo. I remember reading this on a car journey once. This was a very good book. I also have the novelization of Close Encounters, written by Steven Spielberg. You didn't know that he wrote this book, huh? He wrote the book. Look, Steven Spielberg. I don't remember if I've read that or not. So, let's see what we got here. I'm going to start putting these in order as best I can. So I'm going to start with the paranormal books
or UFO books rather. So I have the UFO books right here that I'm filling up, and then the Unexplained magazine complete collection right there. Then I have some more conspiracy / unexplained books going to David Icke. Here I have more UFO books that's coming along there. Here I have more books that need to be sorted out. Here I have more UFO books. These are pretty much all UFO books right here. All UFO. Down here I have this Whitley Strieber books. Some more UFO. Sinister Forces. These, I don't know if you guys are familiar with these books. Sinister Forces by Peter Levenda. There's a 3-volume set. These are well worth picking up if you're into just high strangeness and how it all fits together in the world. That's a very good set of books. I can't do it one-handed. Yeah. I would recommend those 3 if at all possible. I got some Timothy Good books right there. Here I have some books. These are kind of interesting. On the paranormal caught on film, ghosts caught on film. It's just all lots of photographs of supposedly real stuff. Yeah, I have a Stephen King collection of hardcovers. Doctor Who book, encyclopedia of science fiction, encyclopedia of horror. Vampire cinema, Dracula, Frankenstein. You have some books on the Beatles, Inside Star Trek. Pete and Dad. Hello, Pete. Hello, Dudley. And so on. Over here, I have some more things. Some vampire encyclopedia, vampire books, which kind of rolls into Anne Rice hardbacks. Some more stuff here. You're Being Lied To, the Book of Lies. The TARDIS, Internet Router, and then more books, more stuff, more things, more books to go through. Oh, here we go. Look at this. This is interesting. I have the original paperback of The Night Stalker with Darren McGavin. This was the one screenplay by Richard Richard Matheson. Where He Encounters the Vampire. This was a really good TV movie. I've never read the book though, so maybe I should. And down there you can see the back of the Doctor Who technical manual from the 70s. And I have more boxes over here full of stuff. So what I'm going to do is try and I'm going to fill this up completely, so there'll be no space anywhere in here. And then I'm going to organize them. Well, actually, I've started to organize them as best I can. But there you have it, folks. So the next time I do a live stream, we'll have a nice background instead of a blank wall or boxes everywhere. So I hope you've enjoyed that little glimpse into the Mindset Studio in the Mindset Apartment. Thanks for watching.
Did Alex? Was it agonizing when you started getting your stuff organized in the new studio? Oh, you're muted.
I still haven't organized everything properly. Like, I got rid of a ton of books too. Like, I got rid of 3 bins full of books, and I still have a shit ton here.
Hey, Punches. Hey, Dan, how are you?
Barely hear you, man.
Yeah, you're
work from the fucking heat. That's good.
Your audio is a little low.
Turn yourself up a bit, mate.
Let me see here.
Let me see if I can fix it on this end.
Volume. Yes, maybe. Does that do anything?
No.
No, it just made it worse.
I don't know, man. Sorry, it's not loud enough. Just
Hold on. There we go. We'll just.
I don't know. Just put up with it. Like,
Hold on. I adjusted it. I brought it up a little higher. Say something, Dan. Say something.
Something, Dan.
There we go. There we go. That's better.
Something, Dan.
That's better.
Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going, Dan?
Hello. How you doing?
Okay. Yeah. It's going okay.
So, I know we've asked this a million times, but we're gonna ask it 1,000,001 times. How did you discover Gareth Davies and the Mindset podcast?
Oh, it wasn't unlike most. I mean, I wouldn't say most people, but a lot of people in our group was kind of introduced to him through Matt.
Oh wow, okay, yeah.
And he's like, "Hey, check out this guy's channel." And went over to his channel. There was like 8 people watching. And I was like, "Huh, this guy's actually pretty interesting." Like why is he's only got 8 people watching? And then I started learning all about like he's been doing this for a long time. Like
Yeah.
holy crap, this guy's like actually knows a lot about what he's into. He's not just some guy. Like it did, and like I don't know. I watched him for a bit, commenting and stuff, and then he made a comment like I don't remember who he was directing it at. He wasn't directing it at me, but he said something like, I don't really give a fucking shit what people say in the chat because you're just names. I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
You're just names on the screen. Why should I give a fuck what you guys think? I was like, yeah, well, and I also I would type a lot, and it has a 200-word limit, and then I'd be like, well, I have a lot more to say to this guy, I feel like. So I went out and bought my webcam. I actually went on Carl's stream first with my webcam.
You did, yes, you were.
And then I went on, Gareth's as soon as he went live. And I was like, now I get to talk. I kind of freaked him out with the raptor mask, and I thought that was funny.
The raptor mask.
Wearing the raptor mask and shit. He's like, all right, this is creeping me out. Take the mask off.
So you're being anonymous?
I was.
You were far from being anonymous.
If I wanted to be anonymous, I would have never taken the mask off.
You'd never come up.
It was more like a be interesting. Yeah. It was more like be interesting, and he would always say like, I'll give you the link, but I have 3. There's 3 things
rules.
To be
3 rules.
Interesting, and you have to have something to say.
Something to say.
And what was the last one?
Don't be a prick.
Yeah. I felt like I had something to contribute to the conversation, so I went. I would have never bought my camera, to be honest. If
and Punches had no internet at the time, so he was.
I had the shittiest internet. I was leeching off somebody.
Leeching off somebody else's internet. It's brilliant.
Did anyone ever find out how many books Gareth had? He had a shitload, that's for sure.
He had loads.
Here, I found this one in my library. I only got like a couple boxes of books. But this is one that I had sitting around.
The truth shall set you free.
Set you free.
David
Icke. Wow.
I'm gonna be honest. I still haven't read this.
He had Alex. He had some of the original David Ferrant books too in the beginning.
Nice. Yeah, I got to see if I could pick up some of his books. I don't know if they're still available or not.
I think they are. You might even find some. I think on eBay has some, but.
I don't know, man. Looking at that video, there's some books there that everybody should really find. Like, to be honest,
they're in there. They're in there somewhere.
Oh my God, Herman Wouk.
Herman Wouk. War and Remembrance. Now you've inspired Alex. Alex is looking at his books now. What book is he going to pull out? What are you going to pull out?
I was actually going to look for the same book that I saw Gareth had, one of those vampire books there. I have the same one, but it's like I can't seem to find it on my shelf. Hang on. I'm going to look for something else. Give me a second.
All right. And you know what? Him and I would always talk about this.
Classic.
You know?
That's the video as well. That's the
VHS.
VHS.
Yeah, the VHS. Original.
Original.
Yep, the Necronomicon.
Oh, Necronomicon. Yeah, I read it.
Joe's telling you to count your books, Alex.
Oh fuck no! Okay, that's
count your books.
So here,
The late great planet Earth.
Oh man, that's
they can't really see the camera.
it's quite an intense book.
It's, very-
Yeah, no, I wouldn't doubt it. Like, yeah.
This one also. I don't know. This one's.
Yeah, he did have like, oh my god, like Fourth Reich. Oh my word.
Fourth Reich of the Rich.
Of the Rich, yeah, that's a good book, guys.
It's kind of a
Yeah,
pretty intense book too.
yeah, extremely intense.
They're kind of, not really conspiracy theory books, but they're more like conspiracy fact. Like
Facts, yeah, facts.
Like that book has like receipts and stuff. It's got. I mean, that's not even. I'm not even kidding. It's got receipts. It's got actual. It's got actual like photocopies of information in it.
David Ferran. Wow, man.
Is that David Ferran?
Yeah. That's a
Out of the
couple of classic books there, man.
Yeah, and nice little post-it from David.
It's a Satanic Bible, yeah. I haven't got many books, so I've only got the one like the man.
Let's have a book off. Yes. Hey, Urbexy, how are you?
A bunch of old books that I kind of inherited, so I mean, I don't. This one right.
I got rid of a load of books years
This
ago.
book was printed in 1902.
Ooh, hey, speaking of classic, yeah, like
Modern-
that's awesome. Where did you get that?
Modern Commercial Arithmetic.
Wow.
Yeah. Where did I get this? I got this from my great uncle, who was a radio operator. He was like a ham radio.
Wow.
And it's got like notes, like pencil drawn notes and stuff in it.
Wow.
Wow.
Speaking of like old books.
This is way over my head. It's like the stuff that was in here that they were learning 102 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like whoosh.
Is that which the demon?
I love how old books look.
I know. This one's from
Have you never got any books by Fred Batts? Demonologist.
this book is from, I believe, 1884.
Oh wow. That's old.
Wow. That's old.
1884.
That was the year Steve was born.
That's floating around this
Don't tell
world
anyone, Alex.
for over 100 years.
Steve's actually a vampire.
Yes. Harry Potter. Yeah.
Harry Palm? What?
That's a kind of book you want to hand down and it gets passed around to everybody.
Oh man, like
never get thrown away.
I just it's interesting reading this book too, because I mean, not only it's from 1884, but it gives you the perspective of what people thought about witchcraft in that period.
That book's almost as old as my house.
I think the oldest book I have is an anatomy book. It's I want to say it's from. Well, no, that's not the oldest book. It's weird because looking at an anatomy book from 100 years ago is really interesting, because they didn't obviously know everything how things work.
We'll open up the for a little bit, anyways. And anybody wants to share some stories about Gareth and experiences with Gareth. I played earlier somebody was very quick. So where'd you go, Joe? Joe, where'd you go?
Listen, you ain't gonna just come up
I'm
here
here,
and
I'm here.
take your camera off all bloody
Come
night.
on, there he goes. So Joe, tell us about your about Gareth. How did you find Gareth? Was it Matt too?
Well, that's how I think it was through Gareth. I met Carl.
Oh, you met Carl. Okay.
And that's how I met Carl talking to Gareth. So it was I. After talking to Matt and that, and then that's when I got into Gareth stuff. And I remember the day. One thing Gareth did say, he says, "I'm coming to the UK." He says, "This is what he said to Matt." He says, "I'm coming to the UK. And you're going to pick me up, Matt." He says, "And then you're going to take me up to see Joe. We'll pick Joe up, and then we're going for a drive." He did say that. You can ask Matt that.
What?
Yeah,
I heard something about tape me up.
No, not take.
We need a translator.
I know. I'm just kidding with you, Joe.
Take.
Yeah.
Take.
You're going to gone out. I'll let that word.
UK oldish is 1500. Yes.
He used to cheer me up. He was such a funny guy, man.
It's all relative, isn't it?
He cheered everybody up, mate.
Well, he had a knack for interacting with people, imitating a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
a lot of famous people.
Jack Nicholson was
Jack Nicholson. Yeah.
I'm the only man though to get him to annoy people in work because I started something. And I said to him, "I goes, you got to go and do this." Like, Johnny, we're sorry. And he used to keep doing that in work, and people say, "Where the hell did you get that from?" Like,
Here we go, John. Name a movie that Gareth.
I remember. Thank you,
that Gareth inspired you to watch. Is there a movie that Gareth inspired you to watch? He said, "John, check this movie out. You'll really like it." Is there a movie?
No.
Maybe Does Dallas.
Not distinctively.
Really?
No.
I remember.
We had our. I mean, whenever we talked about movies, and when we did that podcast, I just kind of showed him stuff that I liked, and he showed me what he liked.
Yeah.
And we were on a different sort of path when it come to things, but at the end of the day, we still had a good collection of films. I mean, he was fascinated by the amount I had. He said, "How many have you got?" And at the time, I think I had about 5,000 at the time, which I've slowly dwindled away and got rid of since he died.
5,000? What are we talking about? DVD or Blu-ray? What?
Everything. I went across the board: Ultra HD, Blu-rays.
Hey
DVDs,
Barry, how are you?
And even HD DVDs as well. I mean, I've got 70 of those.
Jesus.
And I'm determined to find more because I've got a player that plays them. Why not have them? And there's some great films out there, man. When you look at it, there's some unique films to HD DVD. So.
Well,
I don't know. They do it. He used to wave films in front of me and he'd say, "Watch that." Most of them were horror orientated, which I'm not really into. I'm not a big horror fan. So
he was though. He loved his horror flicks. He was especially Halloween. Talking about going and visiting the area where they shot it and everything else. He even put something up on. I think it's on YouTube. Where he visited,
Yeah, he visited where it was made, wasn't it?
But like I was mentioning to Ben earlier, like I shocked him. I said, "Dude, there's this place close to you, and I can't believe you haven't been to it yet." And he's like, "What? A place called the Phantom Carriage Brewery?" And he goes, "What is it?" I go, "It's a horror themed brewery. You go in there and it's like it pays tribute to all these classic horror films." And he's like, "No way." And he finally went, sadly just before he passed away. But yeah, absolutely, Alex. You're tired. Go ahead, man.
All right, boys. I'm gonna hit the roll before you guys continue.
Yeah. Take care, Alex.
See you, man.
Yeah.
And he did a little mindset morning where he filmed his visit to the place and how he liked it and everything else. I'm like, dude, how did you not know about this place? I by the way, guys, I put out a email to I put out an email to Percy, but unfortunately he's it was short notice, so he hasn't. I don't think he's.
Well,
got
we
it, so.
put it around, and I don't
Yeah,
think
he couldn't clear.
we put the link to Frank, and he's. I think Frank's having a. He just come out from his DMT like thing over the last day.
He went into a sleep stupor.
Yeah, he had a 20-hour kip, didn't he?
He's just coming out of it now.
20 hours.
Jesus, Murphy.
Well, no, he went off to do a DM. He did his DMT thing not yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
He came back home from that, and he said he got home about, what was it, 10:30 at night or something? He got back home, did something, and then he just went to sleep for 20 hours. Woke up.
Said he fell asleep at like midnight, woke up
yeah.
the next day.
Yeah, so 20 hours kit. Wow, man. Give me something that does that, I'd fucking love it.
Well, it's kind of like when I experienced the oh my god, I can't even think of it now. Oh my god, I can't even think of it now. Holy crap! Yeah, brain cramp, brain fart, brain cramp, brain whatever. Just peyote. Jesus, peyote. 14 hours.
Yeah.
14 hours.
Did you hear the news in the last couple? I know we're like just driving on to something else. You know that matey died, like, what was it? Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
They found out he was a ketamine addict, and somebody had given him
really
$55,000 worth of ketamine.
I heard.
I mean, that's a serious habit if that's real.
Yeah.
And that's mind bending. That stuff. I tell you.
You fell asleep in a hot tub.
Wow. So yeah, man. Drugs like that.
Yeah.
We're doing tests on that in the UK now. Ketamine, apparently.
Well, they're going to have to. I mean, it's gotten to a point now, and I do believe there's another drug now that is surpassing the ketamine sort of lead when it comes to these, addictive
horrible
things.
drugs.
Yeah, and I mean, a lot of them seem to come out of the streets of Philadelphia.
You talk about fentanyl.
Well, fentanyl too, right?
Yeah, fentanyl, like, well,
it's in everything. You can't even buy weed anymore. Like,
you can't even buy heroin and smoke it anymore. It's got fentanyl in it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you guys. If Gareth was still alive, what do you think he would make of the world today? Literally with what's happened since his passing.
Yeah.
What do you think Gareth would, like, the commentary Gareth would come up with the world as it is now? I mean, it's fucked up.
I don't know. I think he would still be the same.
It's just as fucked up as we think.
I think it's just as fucked up as what it was then.
Yeah, but I mean, even more though. I mean, even more now. We had the lockdown, and
it's just as fucked up, but more people know it's fucked up.
Yeah,
the lockdown was a mad thing, because that was when it really sort of took off, like, for everyone, and everybody sort of like dwindled since I sort of gone out the window. It really did bring a lot of people, because we had lots of time on our hands.
Yeah, what are they doing now? They're trying to scare everybody. What are they trying to scare everybody with now? Like,
war.
Well, you know what it is? Social media.
Well, that's a huge.
They're trying to scare people with war today. That's what
war. Yeah, it's war.
So I don't know. I think he would still be the same. I don't know whether we'd be still doing podcasts. I mean, I don't know.
You don't think he'd still be doing podcasts?
I don't know. I think he would. I mean, he might have changed, but He might have got more popular. You never know. He might have got more popular. He might have got more. I mean, that's his attitude at the end of the day.
Oh, absolutely.
To get
I
loads
think
of people to watch.
I think he would have been a lot more popular.
Yeah.
And a testament to that is the amount of people that came out of the woodwork after he passed away and said, "Wow,
Yeah.
fuck."
Yeah, fuck. Man.
Like I said, he really, really inspired a lot of people. He really did.
We know for a fact he was going to come over to the UK for Christmas that year.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what he said.
And he did say he was going to come over, and that we should all sort of meet up for that.
He was going to do that.
He was going to do another mindset, right?
He was going to do something in the UK where we'd all come back and we'd all sort of do it in the UK, which would have been great. I think we would have done a live cast. I think if he'd come over and done that, it would have been fucking brilliant.
Well, yeah, his YouTube was taken off, and him and I had a conversation about that, a long conversation about that, and excuse me, he basically said, like, and it's so true. The more content you put up, the more people watch.
Exactly.
And if you know the small little, like, the settings and everything on your channel, you know how to do it properly. Bang. Well, the pubcast was his Friday Night Howls, obviously. The Friday Night Howls.
I don't know. The Friday Night Howl might have changed with the variety of people on it. So, we had some diehards on there who were no longer on.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, and there is. So, yeah, it might have been.
Some people disappeared.
Yeah.
See some every once in a while in different places, like on YouTube.
Yeah, excuse me. Absolutely, he'd be pissed off at the cost of living crisis.
Why?
But stoked about David Grosh. Yeah, well, yeah. That he would have been going nuts with that. I think with the UFO chatter over the last couple of years, he would have been nuts with it.
Yeah, he barged in Wiltshire. That was where he wanted to meet up. I know that.
He got to 1K. Well, yeah, sadly, because the 6 stream really boosted things up, unfortunately, with his channel. But it's too bad that it took something like that to boost his channel up, which is
not really good. It's not nice, is it? It's not nice.
Do you remember his friend Mikey and his lost vape?
Mikey, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His lost vape.
Funny you would say about Mikey, because I just watched, as I say, I posted that thing earlier on.
Yeah, I remember that.
Mikey's in that video. He's still around. I mean, we haven't seen. He was supposed to come up on one of the things, wasn't he? With you, Steve. We were going to get Mikey, and I think Percy said he got hold of him not so long back, didn't he?
Yeah, but never.
Nothing ever.
Nothing ever did, and yeah, I just keep checking to see if Percy emailed back, but no, he might be, because I know he goes back down to.
I know Mikey's been
across the border, so he may be. Yeah. So, man, that's dark, Steve. LOL. What? What's dark?
What's dark?
What's dark? I think Mikey was a work colleague. Yes, he was a work colleague of Gareth. Yeah, he was a work colleague, and Percy.
He always had that shirt on.
Yeah, Percy was going to get in contact with him about coming on one time, but unfortunately that just hasn't happened. Maybe we'll have to ask Percy again. Maybe possibly get him on. Guys, I'm just going to get a refill. I'll be right back, but go ahead. Keep going.
I need a piss.
I'm
just going to run away. I have no reason to do it.
Hey, Dan. How we doing, young man?
Oh, how are you doing? I'm doing all right.
I'm doing good, man. It's been a while since I talked to you last.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I see you all over the place. I still lurk here and there,
We always welcome each other if you want to pop up,
Yeah, I just, hardly ever feel like getting online and getting on in front of a camera, anymore. Every once in a while, I'll jump on.
The last time I talked to you was when the cat died.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was sad, but yeah, man, it's hard to believe it's been like a year.
So hey, well, I know I've spoken to you in chat. I've never actually talked to you like this since then.
Yeah.
As long as you're doing good, mate, that's all that counts.
Yeah, do all right. Still, I'm not homeless, that's good.
The omelets are crazy. You didn't want to see the one where I ate the pizza online. I got this pizza from next door. John remembers this. The pizza I got. And I went like that, and the pizza just slid off the basement. Was
Speaking of pizza, Melissa's got pizza.
Melissa's put a pizza in the fucking microwave. What?
Oh, sorry.
What kind of pizza is that?
One of those little Totino's pizzas.
Oh, it'd be one of them little, I know which ones.
Those little frozen ones.
Never put them in the pizza. Put them in. They belong in an oven, like at the end of the day.
Nah, you microwave those little tiny ones.
Have you ever eaten it when it comes straight out? It's like you need a radioactive tongue.
No, you let them cool a little bit. You let the cheese. You let the cheese make a film. Like
right, you gotta let it cool down.
Don't let it. Yeah, don't eat it while the cheese is still shiny.
Take the roof of your mouth off, like you're not careful.
You're eating your own body. Yeah. Cannibalism. Ooh.
Anyway, John, Frank doing his all right. He was chatting the other night, but
who? What? Frank?
Frank.
Frank's probably asleep.
I thought he would have been up there, like, bless him.
He was going to do a live tonight, but I think he's like he said, he had a 20-hour skip. And then he was wide awake and he was watching some silly video. He posted what the video was he was watching. He said, I'm watching crap like this today. Like, why didn't he go to sleep? Like, I'm thinking. But at the end of the day, he's all over the shop at the moment. And there's nothing going on this weekend, so he's not gigging. So.
And I was seeing on the live stream the other night, you're seeing it with a drummer and I think what Louise got on.
Yeah, he's having a bit of a tough one at the moment. Like I said to him before. I mean, I said this to him ages back. Don't rely on the band for money.
You on the same line.
It'll go tits up, and you got no fucking money at the end of the day. So that's happening, isn't it?
Well,
3 of them are on holiday this month, right? Because the kids are off school.
And what holidays Frank got out? Makes you think.
Mate, he's all over the shop, and he's like I say, he's doing these trials at the moment. That's probably really.
Well, he had to stay off the drinking, didn't he?
Yeah, messing around with that kind of stuff, like even though it's clean,
like a DMT sleep study thing.
Yeah. He went to that thing. We finished that live.
Take care, Carl.
Right, he still came on. He was still on for an hour after we finished. I even said to him, like, for fuck's sake, go to bed. Because you're gonna be up at fucking 9 o'clock. This is like at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, you've got to get up and then you've got to go and get there. And with DMT, man, you've got to be awake, not fucking fucking, like, oh fuck, I ain't had much skip the night before. Like, wow. So
that's why he slept so hard.
I think that's what's happened. I think that's why he had that 20 hours skip.
So what made him go into these
They're doing these trials, Joe. They're doing trials. I tell you what, mate, you should go in for the ones with the ketamine, man, because that stops you drinking. Apparently, they're doing ones now they're doing trials at the moment for, as I say, they're doing for DMT. They're doing ketamine trials now to get people off alcohol. Say it can work.
OCD, they're doing one for that,
right? Yeah, I don't know what else they're doing. There's a lot of trials going on at the moment. Those two are the ones that are doing it at this precise moment of time.
Yeah,
so,
they're not taking anybody for the DMT one anymore.
Yeah. No, the DMT's finished, but the ketamine ones are starting up this week that they started. So I wouldn't mind. I've done that stuff before, man. I don't know.
Me, man.
No,
And you for me to start doing that, it's down south. You know what I mean? How do I get there?
I think at the moment, I think it's in Exeter College. I think, or Exeter University, they're doing them at the moment.
That's where I live over there.
But as far as I know, Joe, they're going to post them out around the fucking country.
Oh well, I may do something like that. You know, if I do
Anything that the trials are doing at the moment. I mean, the one for DMT was for depression, PTSD. And other issues. I can't remember what else there was. I think there was some other mental issue. That's what they're doing the DMT for. But the ketamine, as far as I know, is for alcoholics to try and get people off drink. So apparently it changes your mind to get off the drink. That's all I've heard.
Even though I'm doing good, John, I still would like to do it because I want to really.
Mate, I think I don't know what the age limit is on it, mate. To be honest, but I know that if there's people with that heavy drinking problems that are doing it, there must be some sort of connection with it. I don't know.
But people have noticed the difference in me anyway. Yeah, because instead of going,
I bet you're still drinking during the day, though, aren't you?
Yeah, but not
as heavy as you. Yeah. The thing is to stop all together.
As soon as I woke up, I used to have a can of beer. I'm not like that now.
I'm gonna have to stop soon, Joe. I'm gonna have to stop soon. I've got no money for it anymore, so I'm gonna have to stop drinking bloody booze like rum.
The only time I'll start drinking is I come on YouTube, I have coffee, I'll have my biscuits in the morning, or cereal, whatever. And I just I feel like a can of beer, even if I've got them in the fridge. You know what I mean? I'll just come and make myself another cup.
Do you know what? I had that a couple of days ago, mate. No word of a lie, right? I had that sort of urge. I had 2 cans of Guinness or 3 cans of Guinness in the fridge, like from ages ago. And I had that sudden urge. I just had to have some of the drink. You know, nothing was quenching it. Water wasn't quenching it. Coffee, tea, fruit juice just wasn't doing it.
That's diabetes,
I next a can of Guinness and I was fucking all right. I was like, fuck me, maybe I have got a bit of an issue, But there you go.
Once it hits the lips, it's so good.
It's like once you hit it, man, it fucking quenches that first like nothing, man.
I do like Guinness, though.
I think the hard thing about it is, when you used to, the days when you used to watch the telly, you see all these adverts advertising alcohol, it didn't help. But you go on YouTube now and you see people there just drinking away and having a good laugh, and you think, hold on, I can't be doing this.
It's like years ago, like the smoking adverts, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
but it gets stuck in the back of your mind again, doesn't it?
It's like I mean, I can take a leave smoking these days.
Here we go. Blast from the past.
How then, Gareth, Steve?
Blast from the past.
Dude.
Oh yes, I remember this.
First vibe I got was this guy has killed people. He's got people buried in the basement.
I know exactly what I'm head in my refrigerator. Oh, did I just say that? Actually, I meant to say you connect this capacitor to this.
Flux
capacitor.
Seriously. Seriously. I mean, I bet he's a really nice, intelligent person, but the vibes I get is that guy when he gets off his stream, he goes, "Mom,
yeah,
shut up,
man. Mother." But have you noticed all the serial killers, all the neighbors say, "I can't believe it. He was so nice. He would help me take out my garbage every Wednesday, and he would help me mow my lawn. And he was so kind and considerate." And they're like blown away that he's killed 30 people and buried them in the backyard.
Exactly.
Well, that's not him.
That's not him. That's what Mike's neighbors say about Mike.
There's probably people in the chat looking up Mr. Carlson's lab and saying,
Mr. Carlson's lab.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact.
Just look him up. Look him up.
The fact that he goes by Mr. Carlson.
All right. I mean, no, think about it.
He's
right?
like Mr. Rogers of the psycho
Think
radio
about this.
people.
We're all adults, right? We're all, adult people. But when do you refer yourself? I mean, I have never referred to myself as,
Maybe
"Hi,
he's a teacher.
I'm Mr. Davis." No, I've never referred to myself that way. You know what I mean?
Unless you're a teacher or a professor,
Yeah.
right? And
Yeah.
you're talking to your class as a I am the person you should respect. Where it's like I'm Mr. So and so.
Like if you go out and you meet new people and people are introducing and say, "Oh, and this is Gareth," and I'm like, "No, I'm Mr. Davis. Nice to meet you." I mean, come on, when does that happen? Never, right?
All the time.
Mr. Davis was my father.
All the time. Mike, this happens to Mike all the time, right, Mike?
Exactly.
Mike is like Mr. Vasquez.
Yes.
There he is.
I still love him.
Sorry, I've given his last name. Now you can search for him on the
Here
internet.
I am.
Oh, doxed him.
Don't do that.
Doxed him. There you go.
All those people that put thumbs down are after you now.
Dude, you need to make your bed, dude. Seriously.
Nah.
It's more comfortable to crawl into a non-made.
Exactly.
Why have I got to make it? That means I just got to remake it again tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we got Melissa Jones Paranormal is here. Melissa, are you? Let me speak directly.
She actually coming in?
I don't know. I got to speak to Melissa Paranormal face to face. Melissa, you promised the last time you were on that you would join the stream. Did you lie to us? Be honest. You lied to us. You lied.
You promised.
You lied. Like all the women I know, they lie. They lie to me.
He's been talking about it all week.
Jeez, you sound like Anakin.
Devastated.
Anakin, help me.
Oh, it sounds like Anakin.
Nobody loves me. Nobody loves me.
Nobody loves me. Unlimited power. Unlimited power. Help me, Anakin, help me.
Mike looks so amused.
It is the best part. Out of all the technologies, that is the best.
Look at that old man.
No, there's two great scenes. The one great scene is, did I ever tell you the tale of Darth Plagueis? That's a great that's a great one. And the other one is, Anakin, help me, Anakin, help me, Anakin, unlimited power. That's a great one.
I need him.
Anakin, help me. Those are the two. Darth Plagueis. Did I ever tell you the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise? That one and something dark.
Complete.
Did he teach you? Would you ever teach me these skills? Not to a Jedi. Let's see. Melissa's saying yes. Only everyone gone to bed. It's fine. Did everyone go to bed? So, have you guys noticed this? I've noticed this too. Is like when people type stuff into the chat, it's like they either don't comprehend the English language or they type it in some weird cryptic kind of verse. Have you noticed that? You can never like read it in English. It's always like
a fucking stylus and a hammer, and they're fucking chiseling Sanskrit into the keyboard.
It's like he's typing. It's like, I must know. Hello, yes. Tomorrow, Thursday, I will. Yes, thank you. And you're like, what the fuck did they just say? Have you noticed that?
That guy was fucking
crazy. It's like I don't mean to bag on Melissa, but it's like, look at this. Yes, only everyone gone bed. It's 5:30 a.m. here. Can we fire up Google Translate or some shit? What the hell is she talking about?
How many bits of information can a tablet hold?
I know. It's like, holy shit.
You know, a stone tablet. No, that's a serious question. Like, if you could, like, let's say you have a stone tablet that's one.
That's so You're never gonna live that one down, mate.
That's so fucking.
I don't know where I was that week. I might have been away from it that week.
No, I think later on. I'm doing some.
Funny,
You know,
funny guy.
I'm trying to find a little bit of Mikey. You know.
Steve,
Little-
here's the one if you got it.
What?
So when on Gareth and Mac came on, he says, Gareth says, I can understand your neighbour. And Matt's gone, I can't stand a bloody word he's saying. I wonder if you got that one in your collection.
Hold
It's
on.
probably up there somewhere. Like you probably
Hold
still.
on.
They're all still up there, Joe.
Oh, they're still there. Yeah. Hold on.
I think I was on with Collar and all at the same time. And then Matt come on, he said, I don't bloody understand what word he's saying. Something like that. Gareth says, I can understand
He said it to you a couple of times. You're not a man. There was a couple of times though when you did say certain things that would be just like, hey.
Oh, what a laugh that bloke was, man. He used to have me in tears, you know. Laughter.
Funny guy, like.
He was, man. It was just
Joe has such a thick accent. I'm surprised he
Yeah.
can understand us.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he can understand us.
Punches, I can, you know this, I can still remember when that what he's just showed there, and I'm thinking, fucking hell, look at you now, man. I'm thinking, what? Makes it feel loud.
I haven't changed one bit. I'm still bold.
Yeah.
Still fat.
Hold on.
I think the chair moved around a couple of times. I remember there's actually one of Gareth's live streams, I think it is.
Yeah.
It might be Gareth's live stream where I had the shadow in the back of the house like one morning. It might be Gareth's, one of Gareth's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Where I literally stop halfway through it. I just go, what the fuck was that? Because he even got me to look around, you know.
He was sense of humour. He certainly had that.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, man.
Oh, he was one, John.
Okay, hold on.
I used to love his sort of deadpan, almost on the verge of sarcastic piss take. And I reckon sometimes he could. I bet he did wind people up with that sarcastic piss take.
This is really good. It's like John doesn't look like he's moving at all. It's like John does not look like he's fucking moving here. Hold on.
Yeah, well, there's one where he starts like having like a dog dream.
When I fell asleep. Look who's here! Look, oh my word!
Hey, Percy, get the Bible. He's gonna put Lex, put your hand on the Bible. Swear.
Percy, get the final out. Put your hand on it, not the Bible. The final.
Swear. Yeah, put your hand on the Bible. I swear. There you go. I swear.
I
swear.
I swear. Wow, I'm a little shocked, dude. Because I honestly don't find Lex to be like a fucking prick. I don't.
To be honest, I've watched a few live streams with you and with Matt and Alex.
Yeah,
I've never really noticed it.
Me neither.
No,
I'm shocked by this.
It was Taffy's live stream. I was on Taffy's live stream.
Oh,
right.
Now somebody else's live stream.
He's watching. I do apologise.
There you go. You're on Taffy's live stream.
That's probably why.
That's the problem right there.
That's Taffy. He's got big mouth.
Yes.
I don't know, dude. I mean, Taffy looks like a Muslim terrorist. Let's be honest.
It's not Matthew's fault.
Yeah. It's not Matthew's fault.
No, it's not. I mean, I'm not. Look, I said what I said. You can't really change it, can you?
Sure you can. What did you say?
I literally just told
at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you need to apologise to Oh Christ, I forgot his name now.
Matthew.
Brain fart. Matthew. You need to apologize to Matthew.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
of
it's not
Tappy.
happening
All right?
Still fucked up.
Dude, just call him up and say, Matt, you know what? I said some stupid shit. I apologize.
Fucked up,
and I
B, yo. I
stand to
fucked up,
that.
yo. Yep. That's on me.
That's it. Done. Finish.
Boom.
Right?
It was good advice.
Sayonara.
Good advice.
Yeah,
And
just
it's
get on
over.
with life.
Then it's
Yep,
over.
exactly.
And then you're back in the fold.
Yep.
Get on with
Exactly.
life.
Easy.
Look at Crazy
And
John.
I think
Blue
Matthew will respect you for that. If you apologize because of Tappy.
Anybody
All
will.
Yeah, he's just as blue as he was back then.
Yeah, there was blue lighting in the room then.
Yeah.
But your room wasn't
I
painted.
think I had a different camera then. I think the camera was on. I think I had a laptop camera then.
I remember watching when you first came out. I'm like, who the fuck is this Crazy John guy? Who the fuck is he? He's just sitting there, man. He's just great.
I can't remember. I don't know when I
cool.
first was on it.
This guy is super cool. I like this.
I'm trying to think when I was first on it. Like,
Yeah.
I think I was on the first one he did. I might have been. I think it was the first one.
You were, yeah. And I'm like,
yeah.
Why do they call him Crazy John? Is he gonna like flip out any second?
Well, he asked me that story.
Yeah.
He asked me that story. He said, "Where did you get the Crazy John from?" Like, and I
Yeah.
said, "Oh, it's a long story. It involves a guitar."
Okay.
And so he
Well,
said,
now
"Oh, right."
tell us. We need to know now, John.
Well, how many people are watching? Like, let's see.
31.
31. So when I first moved down to Cornwall, my mother introduced me to the next door neighbour's lad. Like, she said, "Oh, here's a lad next door.
Mm-hmm.
You're both about the same age. He was 3 years younger than me, but we were both the same sort of age. So we went round, and I had a guitar, an acoustic guitar, with 3 strings on it. So I've gone in the back garden, and I said, "Oh, look, I've got a guitar, like, And he's going, "Oh, that's good, like." And I just started playing it wildly because I'd just been watching Pete Townsend on the video smashing guitars up. I thought, "Oh, that's fucking pretty cool." Like, so I started strumming the guitar. Then I just went really mad with it, right? And I'm strumming it like a madman, and I just got fucking boom, smashed it to smithereens, like right in front of him. And he was like, on his face, and he was like, "What?" And then he looked and he said to me, "That's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life."
Crazy John.
And that's where it come from.
Well,
John,
So let me ask you, John, was that guitar really expensive?
No, it was a acoustic. Luckily, it wasn't even my guitar. It was my brother's guitar. I just literally found it in the house, and I thought, "Oh, that's all right. It's only got 3 strings on it, but I'll play it." And I was just playing it, and then I just got really wild all of a sudden. I was going, smashed it to smithereens in front of him like a madman, and he's just gone. And he was like looking at me at one stage, and he's just gone, "That's the craziest thing ever." And then a few years later on, I found out he'd been telling that story to other people in the town, and they said, "Oh yeah," he said it was one of the craziest things he'd ever seen in his life. Then that's where the name came from, Crazy John. And then of course, a few other things happened in life, and a couple of other things that sort of like came up to like, that guy is fucking crazy.
And you're the man of 1,000 faces, John. Because look at this time you're on.
It's a mafia. It's a mafia.
This is when look at this when you're on the Friday Night Howl, and it's like, is that Crazy John? Is it really him? It is him. It is really Crazy John. Look.
I started watching Doug movies after Office Space because I became too depressed. Dude, I watched Office Space, and I thought, this is my fucking life.
Idiocracy is everybody's life.
Everybody.
Yeah, dude,
I would say
seriously,
more
you
Office
need to
Space.
see Idiocracy bad. It's so real. It's so real.
What has Matt got there? He's got a big box of something. What is it? What is that? What's going on there, Matt?
Box for his dog, and he's the big box to
Matt doing that.
It's my dick in a box.
if you ever get a chance, watching a Zach Galifianakis. You ever get to watch that? Watch that interview because it's fucking hilarious. That
Fucking
interview
hilarious,
because he's got him and Mike Judge together, and they just roll off. It's hilarious.
Oh, I hate that guy so much.
Jimmy Kimmel Live are both on there. Jimmy Kimmel. It's hilarious. Oh my god.
Oh my god, what's going on?
All right, let's change that.
He's being born again.
Praise the Lord.
Like a reenactment.
There you go.
Yeah. I think this was a CGI deep fuck.
Hank Hill lived in Arlen, Texas, and there's a grocery store down the street called Arlen's.
Arlen's?
Mm-hmm. It's a little tiny grocery store.
Oh.
Have you got the one with Frankfurt?
It's him. It's him.
Who?
Troublemaker.
Who's a troublemaker?
Troublemaker. Okay, let's see it.
Oh!
The first one with Frank is quite funny.
Yeah.
Because we're all just sat there going, who the fuck is this?
I'm just
he really did have a go as well. He opened the taps that night.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on, let's see here.
It's weird watching it because I've never really watched most of these back.
Did you know what? Nor have I must admit, I have to admit I haven't watched it.
It's weird to see yourself in a video and you haven't.
Well, yeah, because that's like.
I'm right here, but there I am also
It's
there.
going to be about nearly 4 years ago, and it nearly
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, there's one in our book, The History of Why I Man Jew, where it came from. I'll tell you how it happened. First of all, when I start watching YouTube,
Where the hell is Frank?
I was watching, if you can understand somebody properly, I was called Joe Marshall. So
I thought that was in there.
I used to watch Proper People. Remember them, the Proper People?
No.
And then from there, I explored with fighters.
Oh, here we go.
It was through exploring with fighters how I met Matt.
Here we go. Frank,
and
here we go.
Meeting Matt, that's how I met Gareth. And then when I met Gareth in Australia, I was chatting to Gareth for a while. And then I met Carl through Gareth's channel.
Here we go.
And it was Carl that changed my name from Joe Marshall to Why I Man Joe. And that was in 2011. And I've stuck with that name since.
Here we go.
Why I Man Joe. There you go.
There we go.
Oh my God! Like that's another one.
John Christ.
Typing, he's got the. Remember the Warner Brothers cartoons? When he's typing, in his mind is like bum bum bum.
I've
even lost that.
That's what I call the Honey that I Shrunk the Kids music.
Good bloody film. Good film.
Because they use that music in that movie a lot. Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Frank is joining. Okay, guys, prepare yourself. Let's see how fucking drunk
Frank is ready.
Check it out.
Bones.
Oh, there he is. It's Frank.
Yo, Frank.
How you doing, Frank?
Play Freebird.
Frank, you there?
Turn your volume off.
Caller, turn off your radio. Caller, turn off your radio.
Turn off YouTube.
No, it's YouTube.
He can't hear us.
He's listening to us lagging a bunch of times.
Turn off the radio, Frank.
Yeah,
Are you
There we
muted?
go. He's getting it. He's getting it.
All right. Okay. How you doing, man?
I'm okay. I'm pissed as a fart.
Oh no, I can tell.
Piss.
You know what? There's something little value in that. He's got a little bit left. He's got a little bit left. He's okay.
No, it's just daylight.
Drinking it from the neck like
there's something I wasn't saying.
Yeah.
About thank you.
About
Thank
who?
you, man.
You cool. Hang on. Punches. Hold on. what are you talking about?
I was just talking to Steve Wills on the chat.
Yeah.
John Searle and the Warminster thing.
Oh, the Warminster thing. Yeah. Steve is
I was a moderator in 2000 for John Searle's replication attempts.
Yeah.
And he sent me all his files, 30 gigabytes worth.
Right.
Wow.
Back in 2000, I have all his old cine film footage.
Oh, no shit.
Wow.
Yeah, but Steve, you got to remember, Frank. Steve, with the Warminster thing stuff, Steve is a fucking expert.
Yeah, I know. But I've got a lot to deal with at the minute. I can't deal with this right now.
Okay.
My brother's funeral was Monday morning.
Yeah.
So as soon as that's over, I will upload the whole lot to Google Drive.
There you go.
And post him the link.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Let's
Super fan dozy.
Let's
put
give
a line under it so that he can look at it and judge for himself.
Let's give Frank a round of applause on that. Thank you, Frank. Very good.
Because I don't know the truth behind it.
What?
I don't know. I
You
just
don't?
know that
I'm hanging up.
he sent me a load of material. I saw a lot of footage that I thought, fucking hell, that's a flying saucer. And he made it.
Yeah.
UFO.
But
it's a motherfucking
is it
UFO.
Is it real? Is it not? I don't know.
Hang on. Let me get Frank up there. There he is. There's Frank.
Is it real?
There's a guy in the bushes.
There he is. The Gap Athletic Frank.
I don't want any conflicts at the minute.
No.
I just want a peaceful life. I just want to give out what I know. And let
Well,
people
Frank,
decide.
in order to get a peaceful life, you really should try SupermaleVitalityInfowars.com.
But I was a moderator on John Searle's forum back in 2000.
You said that already, dude. Frank, tell us about the civil disobedience thing you were talking about earlier. What's the deal with that?
Yeah, what's
I
that
went
shit
on
about?
my brother's vaccine.
Punch. Oh, yeah, what that shit about?
Because I got deplatformed off Facebook for posting his vaccine card and death certificate.
What's that like? Platform.
The fact you posted his vaccine card.
They take
you posted a picture of his vaccine card and his death certificate, basically saying he died right after having the vaccine, and they platformed.
They took
Yeah, that's fucked up, man. That's fucking.
That's civil disobedience.
That's 1984 shit.
They're
right
on
there.
YouTube, right? The civil disobedience people.
Yeah, civil disobedience on YouTube.
And they have-
I was on the live stream.
Oh, you went on
earlier.
there?
Yeah, I went on there. I've got nothing to fear.
Well, I don't know, dude. Who's that guy behind you with the knife?
Truth. Fear.
This dude's like morphing through the wall too.
If you're speaking from the heart and the truth,
Yeah.
there's no fear.
Let me
I don't
guess,
give a
man. You're
fuck.
drinking voodoo reindeers.
Fear is the mind killer.
Nothing to fear but fear.
I'm sorry for my bad language. I don't give an F. No more. I just don't care no more. I'm just going to say what it is, how it is, how I see it.
You can see in the background outside.
I don't give a
Frank, tell us the story of what happened last week when you were playing your guitar and the neighbors got upset.
Oh, yeah.
What
yeah.
happened with the neighbors?
Tell us what happened.
Well, they're all friends now. She's really friendly with me now. But anyway, she banged on my door at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I remember this.
Yeah.
I answered the door. I was like, "What the fuck?" She says, "What the fuck are you doing playing your guitar all night and chatting all fucking speaking loud all night?"
Jesus.
And I was like,
Well,
I
it's
was on
20
Mindset
past 6 in the morning.
Play the guitar on Mindset Central.
I had my headphones on. I can't tell how fucking loud I am with my headphones on.
I actually told her I was teaching online and all this bollocks, but I spun her a yarn.
Did she buy it? Yeah.
Yeah, she bought it. But
Got a
now
really
she's
cool
really friendly with me. She's really friendly with me now all of a sudden because before she complained to because we're under a housing association, like council. And she complained about noise from the workmen doing work in my loft. Because I'm building a studio.
Okay.
Hi. Yeah,
So I'm having the loft done out soundproofed.
Nice.
Oh,
It's a suspended
Nice playing
floor
and
ceiling.
It's like he's talking with the guitar.
That's it. Yeah.
Wow. That's a fucking talent.
You can see in his face now there, Gareth.
I tell you what, Frank. No, seriously, Frank. I'm not even joking, dude. I wish. No, Frank. Listen, I wish you had half the talent that I have. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Nobody got that. Nobody got that joke. Come on, wake up.
Fucking classic, man. Classic.
Melissa put in the comment like he probably is Mel. Well, we don't know.
Fucking classic.
But yeah, good old days. Like we had some fucking fun in those.
But it's a testament of how Gareth was able to fucking conduct things.
Well,
he was
there's a couple of nights though where he lost it.
Yeah.
Bullshit, though. He could bullshit like nobody else's business.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He could bullshit. He could fucking jump into a fucking conversation and bullshit with everybody like he was there.
You wouldn't realize it. You wouldn't realize
We had
it.
some cranks on there as well. We had a couple of cranks on there a couple of times. We had a girl who kept putting up these really, really fucking weird comments, like because she didn't like what Gareth was doing, like because I think there was something happened one particular night.
Was her name again?
Okay, there was some particular night he was absolutely steaming, and I caught and the majority of us were quite steaming on that live.
Yeah.
And this girl, some bird was just commenting about something in there, and she was really having a go to the extent he's like, "What is your problem?"
John, I'm trying to think of her name, man. This used to be in the chat. She used to always pick on it. Some girl, I'm sure she was called. I'm trying to think of her first name.
I don't know. She had a weird fucking name.
Was it Heidi?
It might have been Heidi. You might be right.
It was Heidi, and there was somebody else. Some girl she was called. And Gareth used to go, "Who the fuck are you?" Like, well, not
That's
swearing.
right. Well, she went fucking nuts like one night because we were just on about something that she didn't like, and she just went fucking. We went to town on him in a chat, and he was like, "What is your fucking problem?" You know, because it was just a bit fucking.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I don't remember.
I remember he said at the end, he goes, "What is your fucking problem?"
I think it was Heidi.
It was Heidi, but there was somebody called some girl as well. I can see everybody in chat.
But other than that, I think the funniest night I remember we did was the Super Bowl night, and he refused to watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So
we were all like,
Carl, that's with Carl, right?
Yeah. I think Carl came up on that as well.
Carl.
Fucking sports ball. Look at all these dumbass sports ball fans.
What is all these dumbasses watching Super Bowl? I said, well, I'll be a dumbass then because I'm watching it at the moment. He's going, whoa.
Oh,
this is going to be embarrassing, this. If he finds one with me on. We've all been there, though.
There's a lot of nights.
It was amazing. It was incredible. and you could see the wheels turning. Like,
Hey, Butters.
Oh man, I wish I'd been alive in the 80s.
That gig was the first time I was introduced to a spliff. My first ever smoke.
There you
The
go.
whole
That's a
film.
bit late in life, that is. I was heavily smoking in 96.
John was ahead of the game back then.
I was ahead of the game in 96. Like, yeah, I started smoking when I was about 19. Smoking pot, like.
It was a massive festival. And the whole
1989.
Field, it had a cloud of smoke haze.
1989, another summer.
And the police didn't care because they had security, police, and everyone. They didn't care. Everyone was smoking. They never used to mind.
I missed it, like, because Glastonbury was good for that in the 90s. You could go and actually roll joints and smoke stuff. And
Yo, have you been there?
Nowadays, you can't really do it.
Have you been to Glastonbury?
Yeah, 3 times.
That's fucking dope. What about you, Frank?
I've been twice.
To play?
Not to play, to go down the mudslides.
So okay, I kind of want to know each of your guys' experience at Glastonbury.
Tell us.
One, kick it off with CJ, and then Frank, you could give.
All right, okay, let's go.
I got a class.
Crazy John, let's go for it. Go for it, John.
I got a crazy story. I went to see. The first one I went to was 98. I also went 99. One of the ones that really sticks out for me, I went to see Happy Mondays. I think they played 2000.
Wait, John, I gotta say something. You twisted my melon, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was definitely that. And at one stage, Sean Ryder shouts down, "Somebody get me a spliff!" And he shouts it on the microphone, and it goes across the main field. Like,
you twisted my melon, man.
Next thing you know, like there's this gadget comes flying down from the back of the crowd, and he's barging his way through, pushing people out of the way, and there's everybody's going, "Fuck it, what the fuck's going on?" As he gets halfway down the field, like to the main stage, there's this wall of black guys, right, with this one bloke who was the most coolest guy I'd ever seen, gangster. He had a great big leather coat on, burgundy leather coat. And he was just oozing problems. This guy, right? He oozing. Anyway, this guy's heading down through the crowd. He's barging people out of the way, and he comes up to this wall of black guys, and he barges into this guy with a great big burgundy leather coat on, and there's just fucking mayhem. Like, you know, and next thing you see him begging for his life. He's like, "Oh, I didn't mean it. I'm sorry." And everybody's just carrying on watching the Mondays. It was just crazy.
You know, it hurts so bad, man. You twisted my melon, man.
And he was saying that. He was saying that quite often. You twisted my melon, man.
Twisted my melon, man.
Who else did you see at that specific concert? Who else was there?
I went to see Bowie as well. I think David Bowie played 2000. I saw that live. That was fucking awesome to see Bowie sing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, that was fucking great. I mean, he was on Sunday night. He was the last one on the main stage, and yeah, man, that was fucking great. And there was no word about it. That year, 2000. Was the last year that they had the old fence, and after that they had a new fence, and nobody was like getting in. And that year they had 300,000 people there, and there was nearly 200,000. Yeah, 300,000 people. There was an extra 125,000 people got in, like, you know, for no tickets. And man, I tell you what, you could feel it. It was fucking awesome, man. I've never felt anything like that in my life. It was fucking electric. 200,000 people watching the Pyramid stage, watching Bowie. Fucking brilliant. It's giving me shivers, man, talking about it.
That sounds so fucking badass.
Great, man.
You're getting chills just thinking about it. That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, man, it was fucking
here,
awesome.
dude.
Twisted my melon, man.
You were there for a very, like, this one moment in time, CJ, where it's just like,
yeah,
like
definitely. And he was dressed up, man. He was the proper. the proper white Duke. He was the Duke,
he was
man.
all-
He was there. Man, he was there.
That's amazing.
Wow. It's fucking great. It goes down as one of the best ever
That
things
is
at
one of the
Glastonbury.
best things I've ever
Bowie.
seen.
Yeah, I've seen
Always
the
been
Chemical
yelled
Brothers
at
as well.
crowd,
I've
man.
seen.
Oh, you saw Chemical Brothers?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've seen the
Back
Chemical
with another
Brothers.
one of those block rocking beats.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
They
remember
played
that?
that. They
Remember
played
that
that.
track? Block Rocket.
Those dudes are fucking
Black
dope,
Rocket
dude.
beat.
They're fucking amazing.
Yeah.
The fucking Chemical Brothers are so
Oh, mate,
good.
they're
So
fucking
good.
brilliant.
All right, all right.
I
Hit
think
us, Frank.
also
Finish us off.
also was Clocks.
Hey, CJ. Is that Frank?
Hey, calm down,
Right,
Frank.
yeah, I was there in
Hey,
'95.
let's
So
give Frank,
Oasis was there
give Frank
that
a
year.
chance.
And Oasis. Who else was there? Osric
Shut up. You
Tentacles.
saw Oasis?
Jamiroquai.
He's mad for it. You know what I mean? Like he's fucking mad for it.
Page and Plant.
Fucking mad for it. Like you know what I mean?
Jimmy Page, Plant. They were there. Prodigy.
I remember seeing.
Smack my bitch up.
That'd be
Dun,
96.
dun, 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 dun,
I don't remember a lot of it. And
I'm a fire
also
starter, punky instigator.
Massive Attack.
Massive Attack. Wow.
Oh wow.
Pulp.
Pulp.
I
What
can't
year
remember
did you
now.
go, Frank?
Huh?
What year? What year did you go?
95, 96,
95.
some
95.
Jesus. You went
I don't
back in the
remember a lot of it. It was,
1900s, Frank?
The
It was
1900s.
the first time
It's the 1900s, baby.
But it's the,
I'm in a nutshell, baby.
Right. What kind of nut? What kind of shell has this great big nut?
That's amazing.
Yeah, I got given some mushrooms when I was there, and
Did you make a nice mushroom omelet?
I went mudsliding.
Mudsliding.
Yeah.
You know,
that was-
I gotta say, you mentioned Oasis. I gotta say something. You know, I was talking to my daughter this week, and you know what her favorite band is?
Oasis.
Oasis. How fucking crazy is that, dude?
They were brilliant. They were absolutely brilliant at that year on that.
Some of their stuff is pretty cool, man. I don't deny it.
Wow.
So there you go, man. I mean,
yeah,
some classic fucking moments.
I gotta go start watching them again. Like,
Yeah. You can watch them over and over again. Over and over again.
It's a bit hard to watch yourself, like really. Like,
It's hard to watch yourself, but you know,
I want to
especially
reach
when
through the screen and fucking grab myself and slap myself. Shut the fuck up!
do you know the one thing I always say, like, with
is that during your John Landis bit there? Punches.
Should I push my hair over now?
There's one thing that
Yeah,
Gareth.
there we go.
There's one thing that Gareth gave us all, like, right, was the ability to do our own lives.
He gave you a platform.
Yeah, and when he went, we started doing our own. And I would love to have known if some of us had followed that route, if he was still alive. I don't know if we would have done it. I would have loved to have had him on my funniest one that I did, you know, where we had punches going around Walmart and talking about wank suits and stuff like that. I don't know what he'd think about that today. I don't know what he'd think about
It's
that.
kind of like when David Letterman was on fucking NBC.
Yeah.
And he'd get Larry Bud Millman to go to the local fucking convenience store dressed up as a fucking
And
bear.
and he'd walk around with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's what you need more of. You need more of, hey, punches, go into the local fucking convenience store
mate,
and
that
buy
was-
some Voodoo Rangers.
that was
And
one
ask
of the
them-
funniest
tell the
ones that he
guys,
did.
I love drinking this shit, man. This shit's a fucking bomb, man.
I'm still
I haven't had a Voodoo Ranger in quite a while, actually.
Oh God, yeah, Voodoo Rangers, yeah.
I think what Gareth done is he used to make, you know, when you're doing your live streams now, if you were just new, he used to like make you feel more stronger.
I've got an
out
idea.
doing your live
I've got,
stream.
I've got an idea. Okay. Joe, I want you to do something for a live stream. I want you to go into the local pub or fucking I don't care, wherever you get your fucking beer, and ask them for a pumpkin ale.
Pumpkin, fuck off. I'm not that
And
drunk.
they're gonna look at you and go, "What the a pumpkin ale? What the fuck is a pumpkin ale?"
Oh, I can imagine me going to see me
I
Indian
love-
landlord.
I want some of my sweet yam ale. I want some sweet.
There is a certain ale like that. There is, isn't there?
There's a lot of
honeybees one. I remember.
I'm not that crazy.
There's
I
lots
don't know.
of-
I think he would have loved it today. I don't know. I don't know whether we would have gone live after. To be honest, I don't know.
He, I think, would have fucking still been doing, like, the Friday Night House. I think he would have expanded the Monday mornings, or sorry, the Mindset Mornings. I think he would have expanded. He said he wanted to,
Mm.
but again, it all depends on how his life would have went.
I
Right?
don't think-
He had the time. But I
Yeah.
mean, you never know. Work could have fucking changed with after the COVID bullshit.
I think he was happy when he got to his new place because that was like
yes,
before he moved to where he was. That journey used to take him a few hours to get to work.
Well, yeah,
Right? And then when he moved to where he was, it took him 20 minutes in the car.
yeah,
So-
and let's not forget. I mean, obviously, married life and shit like that. It
Yeah.
changed. So I
Yeah.
mean, he had a little bit more freedom to do what he wanted to do online.
I think I remember going on his live when he was still with her.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
In the
yeah.
beginning. Yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, after that transition, he went. He moved into his new place and shit like that. You could tell he was being. He felt a lot more creative. He felt.
Oh,
like
yeah.
his sense of nuance.
I think you
And-
could tell with him. You could tell he when he was there at home, he was doing it as a sort of a. I think they probably weren't talking too much together.
An
I think
escape.
I think it was just his way of opening out to, and it was probably winding her up in the other room.
All of it, though. All the things he's done.
But when he got out, when he got in a new place, he just sort of just opened up.
Well, because he was doing all sorts of shit. I mean, look at the fucking look at the shelving.
Yeah, well, it took him 3 months to put a fucking shelving.
But I mean, small little things like that he would bring to life, right?
Yeah.
Right. Singing now, yeah, the beer. He liked the beer. He would have that beer.
The 805.
805. He'd have.
Man, we're still looking for that stuff. Like I've only ever seen it.
Firestone Walker is the.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I've heard it's in the UK, man, and I did see somewhere advertising 805, but I can't get to where it is.
You know what? I looked for.
Stuff.
I've looked.
I love it. I love it, man. Was that when I was in
Really?
Vegas?
Chavez
And
is quite
they had
nice
the
as well.
king cans. I'm like, oh, I'm in heaven.
Oh yeah. Well, we got like it's like a, I don't know, a half-liter stubby bottle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no way.
You know what I found recently though? Well, what he used to drink was Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Right, and I found
Dude.
that in a pub. on
Dude,
tap.
you know when they brought it up here to Canada, Blue Moon. You know what they fucking called it? Because I don't know why, but they called it Belgian Moon.
Belgian Moon.
Well, it's Belgian.
Why
yeah,
the fuck?
Why? Why?
Everybody knows Blue Moon. Why do you call it Belgian Moon? It's
This is
stupid.
new Belgian brewery.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't know why they. Yeah, why would they change the name like this?
And then they introduced links and they called it fucking golf links.
Nice one.
There's he's about drinking. Like there you go. Look.
And then here, this is a popular one.
He's waking up as 5 in a fucking minute. Alpine. What's
Alpine?
Alpine.
It's a lager. It's 5%, and it's like water. I shouldn't say it's like water.
Hey, Steve, you want to have a look at this new Guinness that's around? Apparently, there's a new Guinness.
Which one? There's
7.5%.
Yeah. What is it?
Apparently, it's based on. You remember when Guinness first came out? It was
Yeah.
a flat stout.
Yep.
A flat ale, stout ale.
Mhm.
So now they've brought out this new one. Right? It's like 7.5%. It's in a yellow labeled bottle.
Okay.
Or can, and apparently, 7.5%, and
Oh,
tastes
to
quite
keep
nice. Apparently as well.
I'll have to keep my eyes out if they
I'll have
bring
to
it
look
out. here.
around for that, right? Yeah.
I mean, here they have the coffee nitro.
I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, the Guinness coffee nitro.
Yeah, I've had that. That's quite nice.
You like that one?
Yeah,
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, that's the one with the coffee and caramel, isn't it? Stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, it's blue flavor. It's chocolate sort of.
I remember every time.
I even got vanilla in it.
Samuel Smith's makes a really good chocolate stout.
Oh,
man,
they make a few good brews.
Did you see the video I posted of that bloke drinking that snake venom?
I don't know.
That stuff. 65 to 67.5%.
That ain't even beer, dude. That's just
no, man. It's like fucking whiskey.
It's like, you know, when I was in Florida and I went into this little nano brewery called Psycho Brewing, and during Tampa Beer Fest, and they would have this. They would release this variation of a bourbon barrel stout. And each day they would simply call it Sunday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And each one was just a different variation of that particular stout. So there'd be vanilla, hazelnut, coffee, whatever. And I remember for the very first time going in, and I wanted Tuesdays. I missed out. And I went in and I said, "You guys have this on tap?" They're like, "Oh yeah, fucking 12-ounce par. Sure, yeah, I'll take one, right?" So, you know, I fucking, you know, he pours it and he puts it on the fucking bar, and I look at this and go, "Holy fuck." Motor oil with it looked like a thick chocolate bar sort of fucking
black,
you know, top to it. I'm like, this is crazy. So I'm drinking this. And I'm like, oh my God, is this ever good? It is so good. And it, you know, you taste the cocoa, you taste a little bit of vanilla, and I'm like, wow, it's so smooth. And I finish it up and I go back up. I'm gonna grab another pint. He's like, you know, I go, what's the ABV on this? He goes, 14%.
14%.
What?
Yeah.
Did not taste it at all, man.
Wow.
It was so scary. It was
There's another one as well. The snake venom wasn't the highest.
Yeah.
There's another one above that now, which is apparently about 70%.
Well,
And
no,
that
the snake venom was. I thought the snake venom was 80%.
No. That's 67.5%. That's the strongest one that's ever been. They got another one out now. Like it's just come out recently. That's above that. It's 70%.
Yeah,
and that stuff is so sweet. It's like drinking like syrup. It's like drinking sweet syrup, right? And it's nothing like. I mean, snake venom. They say it's like drinking whiskey.
Yeah, there's no carbonate. It's not beer.
Nothing to it. And it looks like fucking whiskey when it comes out the bottle. They even give you a small glass for it.
They had some dude I think he was like in Kentucky or something, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna try this new snake venom beer."
That's like the guy with a big beard.
Yeah.
That's the guy. Like, yeah, that's the bloke.
He's like, "Oh man, that's crazy shit."
Yeah. Like when he puts it burns. Yeah. It's like that.
I'm going in for another one.
Fucking taking a heart attack.
He said, I might as well, if I could get the chance, he said, I'd inject it. Because you're only allowed to do something, was it 37 mil of it?
Yes, 37 mil.
Here we go. Here we go. We'll play it. Here we go.
Oh, man, if this is the one
this stupid commercials.
This guy's fucking hilarious. Oh, that's
okay, here we go. Sure.
Oh, this guy cracks me up, man. If this is what I think it is. That's him. That's the guy.
The Alabama boss.
In this, I have the world's beer. Where the f does it come from? Scotland. So I had to order this thing out of Scotland. It was 50 pounds plus shipping, and it's about $100. Okay. What the hell is this little green nipple? Interesting packet. We got a class. Oh, look, it's chilled too. It's cold. Let's get snake venom on it. Whoa. This is a warning label. I mean, it says warning. It's very strong. Do not exceed 35 milliliters in one sitting. Bottle number 11,204. Brewed and bottled in Scotland by Brewmeister. What the 100% authentic snake venom. Okay, that's good. Beware of imitations. Son of a 67.5% alcohol by far.
Look at all the Chinese on this thing.
What is this Chinese?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, I mean that would scare the shit out of me. All the Chinese
Pay $100, you do get the free glass.
$100
That's a
fine.
little glass too.
$100 how
I
big
mean,
you
my
get
whiskey
out.
glass.
Yeah. There's his primary, the whiskey.
The way this thing is brewed, after it goes through fermentation, it is frozen. And they do this multiple times. They freeze it and remove everything but the alcohol and the color. So,
What's it? No fizz.
that came out way too easy.
Yeah,
I don't even think it's bent. I could probably just lay it back like it was. I don't even smell anything. This could be just like PGA.
Okay. Look at whiskey, man. Look at
whiskey. Bourbon, man.
Looks like
whiskey. That's like heaven's heels right there. Oh, there it is. Woo. Boy, you get her out of the bottle. It smells like an alcohol swab. It's like they're just to draw my blood. Something you smell in a hospital. It's not a pleasant smell.
I remember this one.
I mean, there is no beer bubbles. There's no foamy top.
beer bubbles.
There is straight regret in this glass.
Yeah.
Never try it like that.
We should have like a syringe and draw up 35 milliliters.
There he goes.
Okay.
Holy shit. Give me some water. That's not beer.
No gustro.
Just bring me another beer, a real beer. Some of y'all's got to go in together and don't one person buy this bottle, but
they give them
people
a
have to try this. Oh my god,
Modelo's pretty good too.
that's so. Oh, it set my mouth
Yeah,
on
should
fire.
have a bottle of action.
That was hot. For everybody out there that makes the comment about me removing the full.
That's a Modelo. Those are
Without the
good.
full.
That's fucking hilarious, isn't it? And then when he goes, ho.
Yeah, it's so classic.
He sits there and then he's like, I'm going in for
Yeah.
going in for another one.
And then he chases down a Modelo. He chases it down with a Modelo.
With a Modelo.
Yeah, with a Modelo.
You know what? I like Modelo, but I prefer Modelo Dark.
Yeah.
The dark.
Modelo Dark's nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a mood beer. Like if I'm.
So this is the challenge, okay? This is the challenge, guys. Okay, we're gonna take it. We're gonna get a GoFundMe going here for Joe to get him a bottle of Snake Bite, and you could chase Joe. You can chase it down with the links. I don't care, but you have to have the required amount of Snake Bite. And then you can chase it down with the links. How about that?
I thought
You tried to make me fall off my chair.
Probably be a lot.
I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna make you fall off your chair.
A lot cheaper for him to get it than any of us.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Well, I can get it as well. It's only in Scotland.
Okay, so what is it? 50 pounds? What do you say?
It would cost 50 quid in the UK, yeah, for a bottle.
50 quid.
Yeah.
Really?
For me or Steve to get it.
Well, like he says, $100 to get it over here.
Cheaper for you.
If I get some money sorted out, I'll buy one and I'll do it.
That'd be good.
Well, we could one up it a little bit. We'll get Joe the bottle and we'll get him the shotgun it.
Shotgun, I'll take the shotgun first.
I'll tell you what, the only bottle that's good for that. Like, have you seen the one that Cheech and Chong brought out? They brought out a vodka bottle.
Did they?
Yeah, with a kit that you could turn it into a bong after you finish with the fucking vodka bottle.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, you can drill a hole in it and put a fucking shotgun in it and a fucking pipe and everything. Like, yeah,
you're definitely up in smoke. God.
You guys have got no idea what you can get in the UK.
Wow.
Yeah, snake bite is the strongest one.
Bite. Yeah.
But there's another one now. There's another one called
snake venom.
No, it's called Baffle Fire.
Baffle Fire.
Was it something like that? BELTH.
What is it? Brewed with fucking Carolina Reaper peppers?
God knows.
Baffle
Let me
Fire.
have a look. Let me find what it says there about it. This one says Scottish BEI.
What the fuck? What is it with the Scottish coming out with these fucking crazy fucking beers?
I don't know, mate. Well, I can't even see what it's.
I mean,
where it comes from.
does Scotland even have venomous snakes?
Blackadder. They got Blackadders there?
Yeah. Yeah.
So they've now brought out. You can buy those two bottles. So you can buy the other one, which is
what's that one by fucking that other brew? What is it? Brew Dog. The one with the fucking mouse or the squirrel.
Squirrel, yeah. It's called End of Days.
Yeah, End of Days. What's the percentage on that one?
55.
55. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the strongest years ago, but
yeah.
It came in a taxidermy.
Squirrel. The dead
squirrel. Or you could get it in a stoat, like a stoat, which is like a weasel.
Yeah.
Or I think they even had one that was like in a moose or something like.
So there you go. There's your table, man. You got this. You got this End of Days, and you got snake venom. Okay, which one do I start? Okay, you start with the lesser.
Let me show you this one. If I'll give you.
Okay, here we go.
Hold on a minute. I'll preset this one.
Here we go.
Hold on a minute.
Which one's John? Which one's this?
Before we carry on, snake venom. I can get £39.99 a bottle.
What? £13.99.
£39.
Oh, £39. And how much for shipping?
Break that up, Steve.
How much for shipping, Joe? Oh, here we go.
Excluding tax.
You can get it. You can
Baffle
get it.
Fire.
Baffle Fire.
Yeah,
70. Look at that. 75%.
Whoa.
So that's even stronger.
Damn.
And you can get this on Amazon, by the way, people.
So this.
Yeah.
So
99.
This is the same brewery.
Same brewery. Yeah.
Damn.
That is not beer.
No, that is.
They must be really bored in Scotland.
Oh man, there's got to be something wrong with these
people. It's a sales gimmick.
Well, yeah, it's a.
So it says the brand is called Hard to Find Liquid. 2 bottles.
So hard to find, yeah. So it's actually in China, and they ship it to fucking Scotland.
I don't know. I think they brew it in
Scotland. Hey, it was Chinese writing all over it.
It's not Chinese writing on it. Why?
There you go.
Why would you do it any different?
While you're at it, we'll do the fucking fermented herring fucking shit too.
Let's do the pastrami challenge as well. Like, yeah,
delicious.
That stuff is horrible.
Which would be worse, this fucking snake bite or?
Tell you what would be great is to do pastrami, washing it down with fucking snake venom.
What?
Whoa. I don't know. Maybe
that's a viral video. That's a viral video right there.
There you go. There, yeah.
That's one hell of a fucking challenge.
I don't know, but which one would you do first?
Vomiting.
Do the fish.
You have to get the fish open first, man, and then wash it down after because
But I mean,
pastrami is
you know,
strong, man.
you open the fish and you're like literally, you know, do the beer first and then fucking pop the fish.
No, man, you gotta get the
Puke
fish
the beer up.
first, man. The
I heard
fish
I heard it smells like an open sewer when you pop that.
It is.
Ooh,
It is bad as shit in a sewer.
I love it. These guys. Oh yeah, fucking no problem.
Oh man, I put the videos up quite a few times.
That snake venom. I don't know if you can read this.
What?
Well,
kind of.
About the snake venom.
2 bottles per order.
Yes,
maximum.
It's a
They're
warning.
not responsible if they affect your health or anything.
Joe, they don't want you double fisting.
Double fisting.
Well, they basically have a disclaimer saying we're not liable if you die.
Well, yeah.
So let's see if they got it. Let's see if they got a video of that 75% level fire.
If you can find it, sure.
That's
I wonder if there is.
Do both at one time, yeah. At the same time, yeah. Fuck.
So that's bleffle fire and bleffle fire. So
that's
I
insane.
think you would die if you drank that shit. Like, you notice that the cap, it's not a replaceable cap on that bottle. It's you pop it open.
You gotta like literally press it back down.
Well, yeah, I mean, but it's a pop cap like a beer bottle. Like you pop cap it. There's no.
But there's no there's no reaction, no regular beer reaction when you pop.
There's no carbonation or
there's
anything.
no.
So like the point of this stuff is to get it for like a party of people, and you pop this thing open and you give a shot of it to everybody.
It's like it's like taking the Paquet fucking 1-chip challenge.
Exactly, that's what
You
it
know.
is.
So you do the 1-chip challenge and then you down it with some of this fucking.
If it's
snake-
coming from China, you can't really guarantee that it's alcohol at all.
Well, that's the thing. That's the scary thing.
Like, is it alcohol?
But is it coming from China though? I mean, that's the main thing. Is it coming from
All
China?
the Chinese writing on it, sure.
I know. Why would they say, brewed in Scotland or whatever the fuck they're saying?
I don't know, man. Why would it have Chinese on it?
I know that.
It's kind of like, and it has the label saying like, watch out for counterfeits, basically. Well, is that a counterfeit? Because they can write "watch out for counterfeits" on a counterfeit.
So like the counterfeit's the authentic one, right?
This one's real.
This is real. Yeah.
It's basically just isopropyl alcohol.
Yeah.
Color.
It's rubbing
Isopropyl
alcohol.
alcohol.
Yeah, it's straight alcohol, man.
Yeah.
Man,
Hey, you ever thought about going into the grocery store and buying a bottle of Aqua Velva or drinking a bottle of Listerine?
Some mouthwash.
Or mouthwash.
What about mouthwash?
At least your breath would smell nice.
Yeah, you get pulled over by the cop and you got
yeah.
and you're like, I want to tell you, officer, my breath was really bad.
Yeah. Okay. Breathalyzer test. Oh, fuck you. You're okay. No problem.
Yeah, I just been using mouthwash, officer. It's fine.
Yeah.
Everything is fine. I'm driving really well. I don't know what you're looking at. But I don't know.
Joe, you look concerned.
Oh no, I'm just reading that. Sorry.
Oh, okay. You look concerned about something.
No, I'm right. I'm fine.
Okay, just making sure. I mean, you look concerned there. Imagine if Lynx made the strongest beer in the world. Would you try it? Would you try it?
Would you drink
Of course, I would be on the floor now, wouldn't I?
Well, you'd be on the floor drinking it or trying it,
No,
or you'd be on the floor after drinking it.
After I bet.
After drinking it, I've got to give it a taste first.
Fucking eyeballs would go from looking straight ahead to looking at the walls.
Joe would be like, "Okay, I drank it. Let's watch Buckaroo Banzai now."
Oh man, I watched that movie the other day, and it was
Did
like,
you?
Yeah, for the first time. I'd never seen it before.
You never seen that before?
I found it.
I watched it.
I found found the
The whole
video.
fucking time I was thinking to myself, what the fuck is going on in this movie?
Here we
What
go.
the-
Hold on a minute.
And that's the
What
whole thing. That's the
is
whole
this?
thing with it.
Yeah, the whole movie was just like,
That's the whole thing.
what?
And it became a cult classic because people couldn't figure it out.
Yeah, it's still. I mean, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, seriously, what the fuck
There
is
you go, Steve. Like, here we
Okay,
go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Drinking the whole bottle of that.
That's like drinking fucking moonshine.
It's just
Yeah.
Straight moonshine, man.
Probably,
You
yeah,
drink
well,
it, you're like,
moonshine
oh my
would be-
God, I'm blind.
Yeah, I lost my sight.
I'm blind.
I can't see anymore.
This is a better one. This is a gadget. This one's much better to watch. Let me
Uh-oh.
put this one up.
There's more?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
not that one with
Well,
links.
this guy's better. This is a better representing.
Is this
We got-
links 10%?
No. This one's a real. This is a real challenge here.
A real man.
A real man's challenge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's put this one up. This will be better to watch.
Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this guy?
This guy.
This guy, what?
Okay. This with me. This Scottish fire, none other than Chef Dave.
I'm fucking worried about it. It's got a fucking warning already.
Right.
What percentage is it?
75%.
It's sure it's not pure ethanol.
It says
Pure ethanol.
35 mil on one sitting. That's a
It
bit-
probably is ethanol.
Yeah, exactly.
bit on worried about it. It says
Chinese ethanol.
They're making a fucking portion of
That is it, isn't it? It's got to be in it. It's got to have ethanol in it.
Both of the booze, we know those, we're on booze.
The guy's drinking a fucking. Come on. What the fuck?
Where'd you get that from?
TikTok shop.
You're badly.
Right.
How are we gonna? How old are we gonna have it in a glass?
We're gonna have it in a glass. Apparently, it's nice over ice.
Okay, open the goddamn bottle and pour the fucking beer.
When the bottle hasn't melted.
Yeah, it does.
God damn it, I hate weed.
What's up?
Just drink it.
70%.
Are you doing lads? Go on. 3, 2, 1. Go on.
We're done.
Should we cheers?
3,
Yeah, cheers.
2,
Yeah.
1.
Just down it. God, fucking. Just down it.
I think Dad's nervous. So we
Jesus.
3, 2, 1. Go.
They didn't even finish it. Look at him.
He did.
Mate, that is bad.
He did more.
And that's beer.
Scottish Fire, the world's strongest beer. What's your verdict?
Beer, it's not beer.
What's your verdict?
Fucking
Oh, there they go.
They'll probably
like-
catch a fire in a minute.
Very whiskey, isn't it? How can they call that beer? How can they call that beer? Never been beer.
That's the strongest beer I've ever had. So, Scottish Fire.
Okay, now.
Fucking hell.
It's gonna Scottish Fire. It must set fire. Does it?
It's not. It's not.
Yeah,
good.
imagine
No,
that.
no.
Imagine something like
See
that.
that's right.
That is on fire.
Oh, yeah, it is.
It is actually on fire. That's right.
You yours, I've drank mine.
I'm trying to listen.
Chef Dave has come to the man cave and he can't drink. I thought he could drink. I've taught him.
Oh my god, try that now.
Don't tell me.
Honestly, try that now.
Lot of
On it,
you.
I swear on my life, right? Try that now.
You killed all the alcohol. Still horrible.
So our result is
Yeah.
Scottish Fire. If you're a pisshead, how much was that?
If you're a pisshead,
50 quid a bottle.
If you're a pisshead, £50 a bottle.
I'll show you where to get it in the comments where you can buy it from.
Just burn told me here is that.
Then Dave, I'll go to Dance with the Fairies now.
Then that's strong, that isn't it? Jesus Christ.
Again.
Wow.
Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. No, fucking hell, man.
In the younger days, I might have had to go with that, but with my stomach is now, I knew I would even attempt out like that.
I can get a bottle of Everclear for.
Yeah, well, Everclear is pretty quite just as good, isn't it?
I'm seeing
fucking nasty. I don't know. Have you ever had 192?
I've heard about Everclear. It's fucking lethal, like, isn't it?
It's 95% alcohol.
95% alcohol. Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, yeah, it's.
Well, I'm not related spirits.
definitely ever
That
clear.
would definitely fucking do something to you, like.
You think?
It's like explosive jet fuel, man. Like,
Yeah. you run a car engine on it, it'd be that fucking strong, probably. Like
Someone gave me a bottle of 192 Everclear, and it sat in the fucking sun during summertime. I was like, I was selling parking spaces, and these people were like, "Hey, thanks for letting us park here," and gave me this bottle, and I was like, "Well, set it aside." Sat in the sun for hours, so it was hot. And then it was like me and my buddies, and we said, "Well, where's that Everclear at?" We got to the end of the day, and we said, "Where's that Everclear at?" It's like still hot, it's got to be over 100-degree bottle, and had no chase. We had nothing to mix it with, so we just started fucking taking fucking swigs out of the bottle. And it was hot. It was hot, and it was 95%, and it was like swallowing jet. I mean, it definitely that was fucking got you hammered.
Yeah, that's gotta be like drinking.
It absorbed into your mouth, like you could eating your fucking brain through your capillary in your mouth.
Yeah.
Fucking right.
Okay.
Your mouth goes numb.
I remember drinking absinthe, like 100% absinthe.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Right, I remember a guy who I used to work with. He managed to get a bottle of it. It was like green liquid, green liquid ass. And I tell you what, it came close to drinking petrol.
Okay.
And I mean, I've had to, when you've had to do that fucking through the tube and you're fucking siphoning out petrol. It was like drinking fucking petrol, man. It was fucking horrendous, man.
For someone.
We only did a little small shot of it as well, but like they were doing. But fucking hell, man, rip your head off.
I done that for a friend's car, once he broke down. He had a petrol tank, and I had to siphon it like that to get it in, and I've just got a tiny little bit of petrol in my mouth, and it's honest, the petrol taste.
No, you don't fucking. I'll tell you what, it's dodgy as fuck, isn't it? It's like. Remember back in the day, I don't know if anybody did it. We used to have 4-star back in the day when I first started driving.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It was 4-star.
Fucking lead in it, fuck me.
It was 4-star. It was from Michelle Garage,
Yeah, how bad is that to drink?
It was from Michelle Garage, 4-star petrol.
Yeah, 4-star petrol.
My fucking mouth was on fire.
Well, mate, it was horrible.
Oh, I couldn't get rid of it for fucking months.
Oh, God, I seen him when he was wearing his hat.
Between the earth and the ionosphere. It affects all life on Earth. Our brains are synced with it.
I'm going to ask him next time he comes up live, when is he going to be
It was at 7.83 hertz for as long as we can remember, up until 2012. And I've recently found this out. It started going up. It started going up in frequency from 2012. And now it's at 33.8 hertz from 7.8. And it affects our brain clock. Our brain is synced with it constantly.
Synced.
And I think it's raising consciousness.
Oh, bless it.
Raising consciousness or controlling consciousness?
Well, I think it's increasing the clock rate of the brain. For every living thing on the planet. And it affects melatonin levels as well, which increases health.
You heard about doing it in the like the 3 or 4G
with that bloody gold
range.
He had, like.
I think you're right about that.
No, 7.83 hertz is a very low frequency. What it was, it's like a alpha wave.
Oh man, if you're not got the scene where he's chatting about,
it's like a hypno state.
We had
but now it's at 33.8 hertz. It's over 4 times more than it was that we were born with.
I remember him.
And that's why the world's gone a bit crazy.
So you think it's because? Okay, me. All right, Percy.
Yeah, I'd say you as well.
Okay, Tony L.
Yeah,
I agree. I've got my
He's like, yeah, okay, I agree. Okay, all right, okay, I agree.
It's the right letters.
Laura Melt says Percy, and Simon BA says me.
Nice.
Nice.
Hey,
Nice.
Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? Is that what you're playing right there, Frank?
Yep.
I knew it. See that? Hey, Joe. All right, we got another one? We got one more? Okay. What's the next one?
Oh
Who
my
is the-
god, I
oh,
remember
fuck.
this. Oh wow.
Who is the most responsible? Ladies and gentlemen, the next question for the panel is, who is the most responsible? Let's immediately go to Tony L. Tony, out of the panelists, who would you consider to be the most responsible?
Mike.
Okay, let me rephrase that question. Okay, Mike.
Oh,
let
that's
me
funny.
ask you, Mike. Who would you consider to be the most responsible?
I would say Percy.
Okay, Percy. There you go, Percy. Who would you consider to be the most responsible?
You know what? I think I'm gonna run with Tony L. And you come back to me, and we'll let you know why.
All right, Frank. Frank, who's the most responsible?
The most responsible.
Yeah,
not
most
the least.
the most responsible.
The most responsible. I'd say. I wouldn't say Tony. I'll say you, Gareth.
Me.
Because you
okay,
hold
all
down
right.
a good job and
Okay, all right, okay. Excellent.
you get up in the morning.
I
You get up
do,
in the morning.
Yeah, I get up in the morning and I told you this stuff. All right, Percy, what's your explanation for Tony L? I'm fascinated.
He's made it this far.
He's made it this far.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he survived.
Yeah.
I will
so he's gotta be
survive.
responsible to get this far.
Hey.
You know?
Tony, let me ask you a question. Once upon a time, were you petrified?
No. Not now.
Once upon a time, I was petrified. It's a joke, Tony. Come on.
Yeah.
I was petrified.
Well, Punch's Couches said the only one currently raising children, and that's Percy.
That's Percy, yeah. Percy's currently raising children.
Yeah.
And my 2 children grown up.
There you go. That's
You got
right.
fucking
My-
kids?
Yes, I have.
How many kids you got, B?
Yeah, how many kids?
I got one daughter, 29, and I got a son, 26.
No shit.
I love that response, Percy.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
I know.
Told
It's
you.
classic, isn't it?
See? I wasn't wrong with my.
Wait.
I wasn't wrong with my-
Let's
Wait,
clar-
they're still alive, right? They're still alive and well and everything. That's an honest question. They're alive and well, right? Like your kids are good, they're doing well, they're healthy, everything's good, right?
Yeah, they're doing well.
And
let me ask you this, Percy.
My answer stands.
Let me ask you
Tony
this,
L.
Percy. So when
See, it's
Tony
right
L
in your
said
mouth.
he had kids, you sound like you were legitimately shocked.
I was.
I want to know why.
Exactly. You think I didn't have it in me?
You know, I
That's
just,
a-
I thought, you know, maybe Tony L was fucking able to dodge that fucking bullet and fucking, you know, kind of kick it. Do you know what I'm saying? Not
Right.
mean?
Well, I mean,
Definitely not me.
we have to understand, Percy, that the chloroform has been around for at least 80 years.
Bloody bitch.
You see, it's riling him
You
up.
know, and it doesn't take that long to climax. So,
No.
yeah,
Anthony, you know we love you, and it's all done in jest. There's nothing malicious. It's just we're just joking around. Don't take it.
It was a
personal.
pickup. It was a wind up night on me tonight.
Exactly. So we're just joking around, and don't.
It's your turn. It's your turn next
Don't
week now.
don't send me a nasty email tomorrow, okay?
No.
All right, okay. Let's
All right.
so for the first
Gonna
week
be-
in week in several weeks, ladies and gentlemen, I will not receive a nasty email from Tony.
Here you go. I got another one. What'd you got?
What'd you got?
No. You want to do one more?
Yeah, let's do one more.
Yeah,
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
one more to end,
what you
one
got?
more
What
to
you
end the
got?
night because it's already gonna be
All right.
11.
All right,
Call it.
we'll wrap it up. What's the next one? Who is the most likely to steal something from you? Let me repeat that, ladies and gentlemen. The question to the panelist is: who out of the panel is the most likely to steal something from you? Let's immediately go to Frank. Frank, out of the panelists, in your opinion, who is the most likely to steal something from you?
Be honest, Frank.
Be honest.
Be honest.
I can't see anyone.
I can't see anyone.
There you go. I'm split.
Between Mike and Tony.
Yeah. Mike looks a bit dodgy to me. But
Yeah.
I'll say Mike.
Is it Mike? Mike? All right.
I don't know. I don't know him.
No. Well, that's the point of the game. You're just making. It doesn't mean that it's real. You're just making assumptions.
But if I come across him in the street,
Mike ain't
I'd
out
hold
there
him for a
fucking
wallet.
blasting, robbing nobody.
Yeah.
He ain't doing that.
All right. So
If
you
I
think
come
it's
across him in
Mike?
the street,
Yeah,
I'd
you-
hold my wallet closer. If I come across Mike.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Mike.
Oh,
Mike,
that's funny.
Mike, what do you think, Mike? Who out of the panel is the least trustworthy?
Honestly,
not trustworthy.
Is that what-
Steal something.
Steal something. I'm
no,
sorry.
steal something. Steal something.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't even know.
Who'd you? Percy. Okay.
Percy.
All right. Okay. Let's go to Percy. Percy. Who do you think?
I'd steal some shit from one of y'all. Let's steal some shit from one of y'all.
Who do you think is the most likely to steal something?
No, just kidding. I'm gonna go with Tony L. I'm gonna go with Tony L. Well, you want to go back to my reasoning?
Okay.
After we're done.
We will come back to your reasoning. Tony L. Who do you think is the most likely to steal something?
Percy.
Oh, see, that's a revenge. That's a revenge. You can't do revenge.
Yeah.
All right, okay. All right, Percy, what's your reasoning? Why do you think Tony L would steal something?
The only reason I said Tony L is because it's the Tony L game, and I wanted
Exactly.
to.
It's a Tony L game.
Tony L game, and it's been fun.
It's a fun
It's been
game.
a blast, dude.
It
Like
is.
you took it like a champ tonight, Tony.
You
L.
did, Tony. You took it like a champ. Don't take it personal. Let me just explain something to you, right? This is the same. This is universal. This is universal amongst men. This is universal. When you meet someone that fucks around with you and teases you and jokes with you, all that means is that they like you. Right?
Yep.
That's 100%. If someone is fucking around with you and teasing you and joking around, it means that they like you. Because if they didn't like you, it would be all business.
Exactly.
It would be 100% business. There'd be no fucking around, no joking. It would be it'd be business all the way. So Tony, the fact that we're fucking around with you and teasing you, don't take it personal, because all it means is we like you,
dude.
I'm being serious.
Please make sure you send this fucking stream to mom so she.
I have to point out the chat is awfully quiet. There's 32 people watching. Why
Everybody's
is it
kind of went silent.
why is the chat so damn quiet? Who's in chat? Say hi. Say something. Chat. Say hello.
It's the 30. It's 35 Chinese brewers that were making that.
Liam's been on.
How you doing, Liam?
History Hunters.
Jamie.
What are you doing,
Good night,
Jamie, how are you?
Hey.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, you always get some.
It's about time.
I'll catch his own beer.
There we go. Where you going, Joe?
You off, Joe?
Hey,
I'm
Joe, where
going
you
to
going
go
with that
over
podcast?
Danny Down Unders just to say hello and good night to Liam and that.
Maybe still on when we finish.
I've got tears in my eyes now. You know, I miss him. I remember his last stream he done. You know, when he was ill, he come in and he was beetroot red, his red nose and that.
Yeah.
He fought. He fought through that, man. And
how's it go? Hey Joe, where are you going with that? What is it? Finish it off. Hey Joe, where are you going with that? Where are you going with that? What?
Where are you going,
What,
Joe?
sorry?
Hey,
No, you don't understand. Like,
where are you going with that? Can you?
I'm just gonna go over and see it.
Gun in your hand. Say gun in your hand.
gun in your hand, like. Hey, Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand?
Oh, I tell you what, Steve.
Go shoot my old lady. Go shoot down.
Joe, take care, man.
See you later, Joe. Say hello to Dan and everybody on the other channel.
I will do. And take care and stay safe, everybody. You know, the world is
Take
now.
care, buddy. Take care.
All you take care.
Later.
Thank you, Steve, once again, because it's been a great night.
Oh, it's been fun.
A great tribute to all Gareth there.
Yeah. Good old
Never
Gareth.
forget him all my life. I'll never forget that man.
No, I don't think any of us will.
I think anybody will forget it, to be honest.
Nobody will forget Gareth, man. I mean, that's the whole point of this, right?
Yeah.
Keep
Gareth.
Gareth.
He was.
Keep him in our consciousness. We don't even have to do this. He's in our consciousness no matter what.
Of course he is. Right, Amy. Thank you, guys, and I'll catch you up soon later on.
All right, Joe. Take care.
Say hello to Dan.
Take care, lads.
See ya.
Bye for now.
See ya.
See ya.
Here we go.
She ain't fucking trip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't want to get. I don't want to get any fucking
You don't
emails.
want to
From
get
you.
her riled up.
Right,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Fucking have her set
But
trip.
that's
We don't
true
want
though,
that,
dude.
man.
And you know what I mean? Like in any environment, when there's a bunch of guys together, if they're fucking with you and teasing with you and joke, all
man,
that
that
means is that they like you. If they didn't like you, it would be 100% business. There'd be no fucking around,
Tell
no
you straight
joking.
up.
It would be like legit.
Mike,
you know what I'm
Mike knew
saying?
that. Mike knew that when we all worked together, we would all clown on each other.
It's
and,
true.
and,
Dude,
and this
it's
is what
fucking
this was
true.
great because
It's
Mike will
legit.
fucking will
It's
will
totally
give it back
true.
to you,
It's
and he'll
totally
give it back to you. But he can take it as well. He won't. He won't.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
he
Mike.
doesn't
Mike
get all
can.
mad and-
Mike can take it if you know what I mean. Yeah.
But
All
all we're
understood there.
doing,
All understood.
and again, it's
Fantastic,
breaking
true.
balls and
Yeah.
And I'll
Straight
be
thugs.
honest, again, now I actually think, man, this motherfucker really responsible. You raised 2 fucking kids. That wasn't wrong. I was like, man, fucking, there you go.
That's badass.
That's fucking cool. That's fucking cool, bro.
Dude,
yeah.
Tony L raised 2 kids and he killed the dogs of his neighbor. Am I wrong? Tell me, Tony. Tell me.
No, I haven't done that sort of thing.
I'm about to be out. It was fun hanging with everybody.
I'm the same way. We're gonna wrap it up this week for the Mindset House. So let me start hanging up on people. Let me see. Let me do Mike first. Whoa, hey, Mike, always a pleasure, dude. Thank you so much for swinging by.
Always fun.
Have a great weekend, man. I will talk to you very
Well.
soon. Take it easy.
All right. See you. Have a good night, everyone.
Take it easy, Mike.
Good on,
There
mate.
you go.
All
Mike
best.
goes. Next up, we got Frank, the maestro, on the guitar. Frank, thank you so much for coming by. Always a pleasure to talk to you, Frank. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on Mindset Mornings, no doubt. I see you in the chat on there all the time. Always great for you to. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for tonight. This is my. Oh, sorry.
You okay?
It's the bomb. This is my. This is my treatment.
There you go, man.
This is my what do you call it?
Therapy.
Your decompression. You let it all out. You have a good time.
This is my time.
Awesome. Thanks for coming by, Frank. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll talk to you again real
Thanks for
soon.
leaving
All
out.
right, Frank.
Cheers, everybody.
Loved it.
All right, we're coming down to the final here. Next up, we got Tony L, the man, the myth, the legend from Port Talbot, South Wales. Tony, Thank you so much for coming by, Tony. Always a pleasure, as always. We will talk to you again very soon. And I'll no doubt I will see you in the chat on Mindset Mornings. I see you pop in there every once in a while. Have a great week. Have a great weekend, my friend. And I'll
see you next
very
week.
soon. Take it easy. There you go. All right. Last but not least, of course.
Bitches leave.
I should have played that. As they were leaving, I should have gone.
Bitches leave.
Okay, so we're like, okay, bye, Frank.
Bitches leave.
Okay, bye, Mike.
Bitches leave.
Okay, bye, Tony.
Bitches leave.
I should have done that, but anyway.
Oh man, it's been fun, dude.
It's been great, dude. We'll do it again next week. We'll see if we can get you on Mindset Mornings next week. One day. Let me know when you're free, and we'll hop on and we'll do the League of Shadows.
You got it. Hell
yeah. Yes, Mr. Wayne. Yes, I remember when you were in the League of Shadows, and we'll fuck around with Batman and shit. Always a pleasure, Percy. I will talk to you again real soon. Take it easy, man.
Wow.
All right, there we go. And so we end another fabulous edition of the Mindset Live Friday Night Howl. I want to thank you all for coming by. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you had some laughs. Hopefully it was cool. I want to remind you, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And give us some thumbs up. We're up to 22. Come on, we're up 22. Let's get to 25. Come on. Let's get a couple more. At least get the 25 thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. It'll take you half a second. Just go like this. Click. It's real easy. Hit the thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to the Mindset channel. Join us. Come on over. It's fun. Hopefully you had a good time watching us tonight. I know we had a good time, doing all this stuff. I will be back on Sunday with the Mindset Podcast. You can get the Mindset Podcast at mindsetcentral.com. Shoot over there. You can subscribe to the podcast. Every Sunday, there's a 2-hour podcast that I do. So hop on over there and get the Mindset Podcast. On Monday morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will be doing Mindset Mornings, which is a live stream Monday through Friday, a daily live stream Monday through Friday on the Mindset Central YouTube channel. So don't forget, subscribe so you'll get notified. So tune in on Monday morning, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I believe that's 2 p.m. British Standard Time. So 2 p.m. on Monday in the UK, 6 a.m. in California, and you can work out all the other time zones depending on where you are on the planet. So tomorrow I get the day off. No streaming, no podcasting. I get to sleep in. Should be great. Sunday I do the Mindset Podcast, and on Monday I'll be right back in front of this microphone and this camera talking to you guys, having a good old time on Mindset Mornings. Have a great weekend, people. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your downtime. Have a fun time. Get ready for the work week next week. If you're in the UK, like I said earlier, the temperature is going to be good. Get to that fucking beer garden. Kick back, have a few beers, relax, have a good time. And I will see you all again very soon, whether it's on Mindset Mornings or maybe next week on the Mindset Howl. Have a great time, guys. Thank you so much for coming by. Please consider subscribing. I'll talk to you all again real soon. And have a great weekend. Be seeing you.
Just seeing you.
What a fucking class fucking act.
Yeah, great sign off.
Yeah,
You have to think about it. It just comes out.
It just comes out naturally. I mean,
and he's a man who did it, isn't he? Natural.
What a fucking class act, man.
We tried, but we came nowhere near it.
No, God, no. Gareth's one of a kind, and yeah, sorely missed.
I think Frank was the one who really got affected by it more than the rest of us, really, like because
Like he said, did you hear him? This is my therapy, basically. He said,
it was his
my
therapy.
And it was. It was
You
his.
saw him like earlier. He said, "I just lost my brother." Right. This is like this
Yeah, I
was.
remember that,
It was like his escape from his head, right?
Yep.
Mm.
And yeah, I felt really bad for Frank, but I mean,
Oh, he disappeared, didn't he? Disappeared for 2 weeks
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
he was gone for like a month, like something.
Yeah, it was about 2 or 3 weeks. I think Laura actually got hold of him like after.
Yeah.
Class bloody act and
quite ironic, isn't it? With Laura, like. There you go.
Well, guys, I think on that note, it's the perfect ending.
I might have to start watching them again. Like.
Yeah, you know what? I highly recommend it. If you haven't watched them, if you watch them, you are a part of them. Watch them again. If you've never watched them, watch them. No matter what, watch
Go
them.
to the channel before one day.
The Mindset Podcast.
One day they'll delete him because it's an inactive channel. Like
Yeah,
it'll stay there.
It probably will.
It'll stick around. I mean,
As long as it didn't, and unless YouTube changes their policies, their user policies, and somehow like drinking alcohol on stream is considered against their policy all of a sudden, and then all of a sudden all of them get taken down.
It's offensive.
I don't know. I think it might be more than anything else. I think inactive channels. I think.
No, man, because I put a video up years and years and years ago, and it's still on YouTube. And that's a dead account. I haven't even signed on to that account for over 10 years. I mean, so
wow.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't used my personal account. It's been.
I must admit,
yeah.
like I got 2 accounts. Like I got 2. So yeah, could be right. Yeah.
Well, guys, and everybody in chat who
hey, good to
stopped
see you,
in.
and everybody, and Sue, and
Yeah, it's great to see Sue, Jamie, and Tony, and also everybody who popped in. Steve, Mr. Steve Wills, and Liam, and Safari, and fucking everybody. Snare. I can never say his name.
Snarnock.
Yeah, Melissa.
Still got 29 people watching. Like
Melissa. Melissa, and everybody else.
How many's down under? He's only got 16.
Guys,
that's life. I like that.
and fucking crazy fucking John.
Thanks for having us on.
You guys are always great to have you on, and especially when we chat about Gareth and everything else.
Yeah, thanks for doing this. That's what I mean.
No, we gotta keep.
It's a great thing that you remembered it today, like because
yeah.
I don't have the date down on a calendar.
3 years gone by really fast. Like
I fucking I was doing a live the other night, and somebody pointed out. I'm like, holy shit. Fuck yeah, that's right.
I knew it was coming up soon.
We gotta do it. So yeah, it's a must. I mean, we got to keep them in our consciousness and keep them alive, and keep remembering. I mean, he really affected a lot of people's lives, and fucking one of a kind.
You know what they say? You're not really dead until someone says your name for the last time.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, take care. Everybody take care. Thank you. And you know what? Just keep Gareth in your hearts, man. Keep Gareth in your hearts.
Gareth, come back to us, Gareth.
Cheers, me dears.
Cheers, guys. Take it easy.
See you later, man.
Guys, take care.
Nice to see you,
seeing y'all.
Take care, Steve.
Later.
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 Bye.